Previously on this campaign. Adventure, mystique, vomit and sewage. All things that make the start of a good story. 3 groups came to the town of Starfalls. Some seeking a new start, some finding a new start, some finding each other, and some finding that others won't stop following them, even when they sleep. Our group is now set to assemble as we set out on the next step of our journey. To what awaits them, only time will tell. All 3 of you would have assembled the night before at the Black Cat Inn. All 3 pairs of teams showed up the night before. You all found and made your way to your respective rooms for the night. Morning has come, and you guys are each in your own rooms. You would have known at this point that each of the people that asked you to join them would have told you they had been waiting downstairs in the morning. So, Caldrig and Enyala, you guys are in your room. We'll start with you guys first. What do you do?
It's like the morning now, we're just waking up?
Yes, so you have just woken up. The activities from the previous day have all transpired. You have drank your mead. You have met all 3 of them, Caldrig, and so you would know that they are waiting downstairs. What do you guys do?
Is Enyala awake? Or she even
I'm
sleep?
sunbathing in the window.
She is waiting in the window. She's been staring at you for about half an hour now.
Oh, good. The plant is still here.
Your headache that you would have expected to have based on how much alcohol you drank the previous night is gone. You do look down. You notice that the petunia has lost one of its petals.
Oh no. Enyala, what happened to my petunia?
He's dying. You need water.
No.
Not just ale.
Water? Isn't that the stuff in the toilet?
Please don't drink out of the toilet again.
Do you think we should go downstairs, Enyala?
Let's go meet our new friends.
It's not too late to just ditch them and get out of here still.
But they are expecting us.
They're expecting us to get killed for them.
But they said there was gold and you took it already.
That's true. I have all the
You'd
gold.
be stealing.
Oh, you're such a goody two-shoes plant. Fine, we'll go.
Caldrig and Enyala, you guys head downstairs. Sure enough, you do see the 3 of them. They're all gathered at a table near the exit. You guys met Tor first. He does look up and wave to you. We are going to now switch over to Renequius and Angel. The night has passed. Morning has come. You guys are awakened in your room. It is a fresh new day. What do the 2 of you do?
I'm still passed out sleeping.
I am I'm looking and eating out of my bag of honey. It's like I've been awake and I'm starving, but I don't want to go down and eat without crying, so or without
All right, roll me a d4. Actually, no, sorry. Just roll me a d20. Roll me a d20.
A d20. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, I can do that. That's gonna be 9.
All right, you've been eating honey for 9 minutes. From that, you think that if you continue to eat honey any longer, you might come to regret it. Do you continue or do you try and wake up your sister? She is fast asleep.
Oh, how fast asleep is? Okay, I'll try. I'll try to wake her up.
Wake up, right? All right.
With my sticky hand, I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna tap her face.
You're in the midst of not a great dream. You are in Far Reach City, actually. You're having a altered memory flashback where you are being sold to the circus and you are trying to reach out for whoever was selling you, but they're a black figure and they fade off into smoke. And Madame Clarice and Price are dragging you towards... you do not have a sister in this reality. They're dragging you towards the circus carts when all of a sudden this mystic force comes out and touches your forehead, but it's sticky and you reach up and you can't remove the stickiness. And that's when you wake up and realize that you've got honey on your forehead. And you went to reach for it in real life, and now you have honey all over your hands.
As I wake up, I'm just like, this isn't the sticky I want! And then I wake up. I go, what the fuck is on my face?
It's honey, big sister.
You couldn't wake me with your non-sticky hand.
She
Why
is
are you eating honey?
when you give a toddler a piece of chocolate cake and there's frosting all over the cake, and about 5 minutes later, exactly how you expect it to look. That's what she looks like right now, except with honey. She's a bit of a mess.
So it's everywhere. It's a big mess.
It's everywhere. What do you guys?
Once you get it going out of the bag, it just kind of overflows, and then you're just trying to pick it up and eat it, and then try to close the bag, and then it goes everywhere.
Oh,
I don't know what to do with it.
what time is it? Or what time
for
is
you to
it?
be awake.
It's
I
about.
don't know.
It's a little after sunrise, so you guys don't know the time exactly though.
We're supposed to meet. What's his face, right?
Oh, what was his name? I just remember he had a banana and he was a small man. Honestly, what was his name?
Roll me an intelligence check, both of you.
Intelligence check.
So I got a 7.
You got a 7? Okay.
I got 17. Plus 2,
All right.
that's 19.
Reneki, you remember his name was Emery. Angel, you don't remember shit. You were thinking about money, but yes, he did say he was going to meet you guys down there in the morning. So,
What was his name? The guy, short guy?
The one with the banana, yeah, his name. I believe it was Emery.
Emery, yes.
Anything else?
I don't. What time were we supposed to meet him?
Well, I don't know. He said morning, but maybe he's not a morning person. I definitely got to get all this honey off my hands, though.
He said the morning. What? Look out the window. What time is it?
it is past
We don't know.
sunrise.
Fuck. I bolt out of bed and I start like putting on like my shoes and like my new sick daggers. I'm like, this is like our new job. We come on, we gotta go clean your face up. Why is there honey on your forehead?
I'm just putting my hands together and just watching the honey string from between both my hands, banging it again, and then just watching it string.
Yeah, I remember now why they made you clean the popcorn and I got to be performer. Come over here, and I grab a towel and I start wiping her off. And I'm like, come on, we gotta fucking go. We can't get fired again.
Okay.
And when she's like, good enough, I'm like, you'll lick the rest off. And I grab her and I whisk her out of the room.
All right, you guys leave the room. So like you go out the door. We're gonna switch over to Gavrik and Venora. So, morning comes. That's the only thing that came. Venora, you wake up first. You do see that Gavrik, in his sleep, has cuddled and he's like bear hugging you, but he's fast asleep.
I'd probably just get my 2 little claws and just like grab a piece of his arm and just like grab it lightly and toss it off me, and then try to get out of bed.
That's enough to awake you. Gavrik, you wake up. Your arm just got flopping. You wake up. You're right. You're still next to Dragonborn. It was not a dream yesterday. This is real.
I get out of the bed and I just start going downstairs. I'm assuming I'm dressed.
Good morning to you too, asshole.
Do you pack up all your stuff and get dressed? Because I think you would have set your stuff down. You might still be dressed. You still have the cape on.
I never got undressed.
Oh.
Yeah, I still have the cape. I know. Yeah, that's right. I made a big deal about keeping that on before I went to bed.
Venora, do you follow him? Do you stay in bed? What do you do?
I'm gonna follow him because we got shit to do.
You guys get up, promptly get dressed. Like you're ready to go. You have a mission. You have a purpose. You have a direction. Step out the door. You're walking down the hallway. A white tiefling runs into you, Venora. That's you, Reneki.
Probably just look aback, be taken aback, and be like,
honey on her.
You as Angel like pushes you out the door, you kind of fly hands forward first. You do still have honey on your hands, and they impact straight into this Dragonborn's. Roll me a d6.
1.
She is a lizard, and so the titties are not exactly massive. but they're still there.
How dare you?
Still there.
You do fondle a dragonborn right in front of you on accident.
Nice.
Venora, you have honey on your chainmail now. And there's a tiefling in front of you. She got pushed out the door. She looks very surprised. There's a second tiefling behind her.
Renek, damn it! I mean, Renek, if you're going to touch people that way, they need to at least pay you for it first.
No need to pay me. You're right, little one.
Good. Sorry about that. I'm a big mess today.
Did you stick your hands back in the honey? I just cleaned them.
Oh, I'm everywhere.
Hearing the sound of Angel's voice, you do see walking up the steps a short-statured person, Venora. You've not seen this person before, but Angel and Reneki, you would recognize it to be Emery. Oh, good morning, you two. I see you've run into somebody. We're ready for you downstairs if you guys are all good to go. Is that honey on your hands?
That's wet, isn't it?
All right. Maybe you should go get cleaned up. There's a washroom downstairs. I'll be waiting for you guys down there. He sees you, and so he turns around.
I am coming. Renek, you should probably go find the washroom and get all of the honey off of your hands and your face, behind your ears, and in places I'm not going to talk about publicly. Go!
Okay. You guys.
I'll follow Emery down. I just look at the Dragonborn. I'm like, oh, so sorry about that. If you...
She's a little touched, is she not?
Just a bit, you know. But it was nice to meet you. Sorry about your chainmail. Anyway, bye! And I run down after Emery.
You and Gavra comes out. You kind of witness this happen, but
I was gonna see any of this, or did I just come out and just like?
You were right behind her, so.
He comes out right as my tits are getting fondled.
I was just gonna. What? Your tits? What is going on? Okay, let's just go
Yes.
walking.
So all of you at this point head down. Renequius, you head to the washroom and get yourself washed up. You guys do see assembled near the front area. There is a dwarf. There is a tree-looking creature. There is a human and there is a tiefling. Venora, you recognize the human, the red-haired human. None of you guys recognize the tiefling, the dwarf, or the tree. But you guys show up. Oh, good morning to you. This is Tor speaking. I see you've woken up and are ready to go.
Yes, we're all ready.
So you guys are there. You're conversing for a few minutes when this group, these two tieflings, one comes running down the stairs, goes straight to the washroom. The other one comes down slightly more gracefully, but a little embarrassed. She looks behind her. She sees a dragonborn and another human. They all...
And I'm like, fuck, they're following us, so I try to walk faster, thinking that they're not with us.
Yes. You don't realize that they're part of the squad. So, real quick, Venora, roll me an intimidation check.
18.
All right. Yes. Angel, you're a little... The dragonborn is still following you, and she has not stopped following you. And so you are like, is she on to you? What's going on? But
before we get like too close to the table, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna get accosted because she's mad about the chainmail. So I turn around just like, alright, I don't have any money if you need to get new chainmail, but I have like 3 copper. Is that enough to settle it? I don't want to get rust on it. You know, I hear there's a really special oil at one of these shops. If you want to get the clean, make sure there's no rust. What do you want?
We have to clean it anyway. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
you notice at this point that she's actually walked up to the table now. You guys are all pretty much assembling. The redhead does approach. Oh, nice to see you've made it. Is this your party? Oh, looks like we're all pretty much assembled. Everybody has assembled at the table. I see we're all here. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? We'll start with the tree.
I'm Inyala, and this is Greg. He's my flower.
She motions to a flower that is intertwined into her head. It looks like a petunia.
Who's standing next to me?
Next to you is Caldrig.
Besides
then
Aldrich.
To the other, so say Caldrig is to your left, Tor's to your right now.
I wanna lean over to Thor and like kind of really emphasize Greg to him. He says hello.
Yes, hello, Greg. And you hear Greg in your head, but only you hear this. Hey there. Good morning to you too.
He likes you two a lot.
All right, so, where is Angel? Tor looks directly to you. He is a dark red tiefling. Like, I see we have more of our kin. It is nice to meet you. My name is Tor.
Hello, Tor. Good to make your acquaintance. We have one more of us as well, but she's somewhere. Will you excuse me? I gotta go get her.
Your friend, yes, absolutely. The rest of you, would you guys like to come outside? We will assemble at the carriages while the other two make their way out here. I'm sorry. I am afraid actually I have not met you. And he motions to you, Vignora, and I am afraid I have not met you yet. What are your names? I am Tor.
Vignora, that's all you need to know.
Hello, Vignora, that's all you need to know. And Gavrik, nice to make your acquaintance. I am in charge of this particular expedition, and I hope that Sandra here filled you in on all the relevant details. She looks over. Well, I did indeed. They know pretty much everything that they need to know, so we're all good here. Everyone's been paid up front, right?
It is not.
By that time, you make it back with Renequius. All right, let's head out to the cart. We have one waiting outside in the back for you guys. Do you guys get any drinks or anything before you go? Is there anything else that you want to do at the tavern before we make our way on this journey?
Oh,
Yes.
one road for me.
All right,
I go and I get food at the bar.
you get food at the bar.
Do they have breakfast?
They do. It's similar to what they had. More venison, various types of soups, stews. They do have on the menu some goat meat, fresh goat meat that has been cooked in a stew.
I would probably, since seeing that, I don't know James's character's name, but seeing that it's a dwarf, I would probably just nod at him and give him like a dwarven salute.
You recognize the motion, Caldrig. Makes you think that she might know a dwarf or two. So
I kind of give like an awkward one back, and in my own head, I'm just like, didn't expect that from a lizard.
it does surprise you. You were not expecting that from a dragonborn.
Yeah.
You've not ever really seen many. You do know that there were some dragonborn at Fort Andrich, so you think maybe this might be she'd be from there or something. So. But yes, she does give you the emotion. I'm sorry, I have met all of you. Everybody drinks at the bar, we can get acquainted. Tor will go ahead and buy everyone a round of drinks. If you guys want to get food, you'll have to get it yourself, bitch.
I would like to photosynthesize at the window.
You're going to stand over by the window. They do have plants downstairs. Did you want to go and commune with one of the plants again?
Oh, I would love to go talk to a plant and see.
Well, there's just like, so when the servant brought the plant up to your room, it wasn't the only plant there. He picked it from a couple. So there's a few more plants that are just scattered near the stage. So they are over there.
I would just like to do like a little squat down and just get real close to the plants and be like, hello.
As everyone is going for drinks, you do see the tree. She goes over to the plant and she squats next to it, and her fingers kind of extend out and into the ground. And for those of you that have not seen this before, you're a little concerned that this thing is in your group.
She does that. It's
Like-
kind of her thing. She'll have a water.
One of the servants does bring a water over to her. They recognize.
Is that normal around these parts?
There's nothing normal about any of this.
And Yala has slowly started to try to mimic Caldrig's accent as well. Like she's saying some words with his accent now.
Stop that. You're making fun of me.
Is it speaking English?
It does. It speaks. Don't overthink it.
I'm in.
Oh, you know what? Inyala, show them your squirrel hole. They'll love that.
I stand up immediately and present my torso and make it open with my chipmunk hole.
What do you think of that? Y'all still feeling good about this?
What?
Oh my god! I mimic his hand gestures and I just go.
Everybody still feeling good about this? This is what you're in for.
I think he's
excited about me having the chipmunk hole, so I'm thrilled to show it.
I'm like, I'm poking it. I'm like, what? You could fit so much shit in that.
You'd be surprised,
actually.
Certainly a good tactic to surprise people in battle.
I lean over.
I take the dagger and I'm just trying to fit the dagger in it, like one of my extra daggers.
I'm just looking down at her, one eye blinks at a time.
I take the dagger back when she starts blinking weird. I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Keep sharp things away from the chipmunk hole.
This is where I keep my gold.
Does it hurt?
Don't tell everyone that, Enyola. Jesus.
How much gold do you have in there?
That.
She didn't mean that.
I close it up immediately.
Put it away. Yes.
How much
moving
gold
on.
do you have in
Anyway,
there? How much gold can fit in there?
She
out of
doesn't have
curiosity?
any gold at all.
I shrink
hold
down
on to it.
behind him.
I don't think you should speak for other people.
I don't have
Come on
gold.
now.
I think we should have an ale and change the subject.
The bartender brings over.
I look at Renek and I'm like, keep an eye on that one. She has gold.
Is she a
I'm
person?
just over there like this.
What?
Of course, she's a person. She talks.
I'm
the
Yala.
horned demon-looking one. Should talk about you. How about that?
Oh, you want to talk about demons? Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, maybe I should chop you down to size.
Hey, dwarf!
Lizard.
He's kind of a cunt, isn't he? And I look at the three that brought us here.
Let me buy you an ale, dwarf.
I could
So
use one.
the bartender brings a round of ales. Tor, who's been sitting there just watching quietly. These ones are on me. If you want more ale, go for it. I won't stop you.
What about food?
You know what? Okay. Waiter, can we get some food for the human over here? Anybody else?
Me?
Alright, you know what? Can we get... how many of us are there? There are 9, I think. Yes, 9. Can we get 9 of the venison stew, please? Oh, of course. Sure thing. So she runs back. You guys are drinking your ale. Does anybody wish to order any more?
And y'all, do you want some fertilizer or some dirt or something?
Can I try your ale, Caldrig?
You may.
Oh dear.
I would like to take a big gulp of his ale. More
take
than
a
I
big
should
gulp.
have for my first sip.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, God.
Already.
Holy.
We're not even gonna leave the tavern.
Constitution with disadvantage.
Yeah.
First roll, 7.
Oh no.
7. Okay, so you drink the mead, and it actually, you gulp it down and it actually absorbs into your tree root system. You are unable to get rid of it. Your bark does turn, you're green. It starts turning really green, and you are considered intoxicated for the next hour.
I feel like I'm like I'm like a barrel, and I'm aging the ale in my.
Is
like
she
I'm a
glowing?
barrel.
And furthermore, you hear in your head, "What the fuck was that?"
Greg, I don't think I like ale.
No, that shit's terrible. Don't ever do that again, please. For the love of Gary.
I got it in my hand. Cauldron, why do you drink this? Why did you let me have this? I don't
God, is
feel
she
good.
dying?
Perhaps you'll grow into it.
My leaves have now
See what I
folded
did
up like they
there?
do at night. Like when trees go to sleep, you know, like their leaves are folded up. I'm like, ah.
Oh, Yola, that's your name, right? It might be a metal allergy. Let me check your hole.
Hey, and then I
That's my hole.
kind of like, hey, like,
All right,
What?
everyone,
Valid
please
consent.
hands off the tree hole.
let us not touch each other's holes until we are more acquainted.
Good plan. That's a good rule.
The red-haired human at this point has walked outside. The food is brought to the bar. All right, everybody, here's your venison stew. That'll be, what is this? 9 silver, please. And Tor pulls into his pouch and reaches out and pays the lady. Thank you very much. Or you guys eat your stew.
I just get the bowl and I'm just like, I slurp it up.
You both did the same
look
thing.
at
You and the dwarf.
I
The
reach
lizard.
into Renek's bag of honey and I take like I take my spoon and I get a thing of honey and I like mix it into the venison.
All of you watch this orange tiefling grab her spoon, reach into her friend's bag, and just pull the spoon out, and there is honey on it.
I stare at this, very intrigued, as to why there is just open honey in a bag. I would
If
probably.
you want some, it'll be a copper, but I'm happy to provide. We have plenty of honey.
I like protectively like hold my bag. It's not for sale.
Do you, Becca?
And I get really
Like a
close to
nudge
her and be like,
And I'm like,
please?
I nudge Renek and I'm like, it's infinite honey. We can make some money off of it.
I just
Or-
kind of lean back and I'm like, I prefer the honey after it's had time to ferment.
When you hold your bag of honey, do you squeeze it at all?
I guess I protectively would try to hold it close.
Roll me a strength check
Yeah.
real quick.
Isn't that milk for honey?
Okay, yeah, D20.
Yes, just a d20. Strength. Yeah, just a d20.
Oh no. Wait a second, let me see. A 15, man.
A 15. You squeeze it a little too hard. The rest of you do see honey just kind of seep out the top.
I
You're
immediately.
I'm
How
going for
much
the honey.
honey is in there?
Drunken Yala wants
You know what? And I start taking like an extra spoon and I start scooping it before it drips onto her again. And I'm just like, free samples, but it's a coppa if you want any extra. And I start like throwing it in people's food.
And Yala, you were
I kind of just like, no, that's not. Thank you though.
It's too late. It's ended up in your bowl.
I want this sample.
So, and Yala,
Everyone
you
gets it.
Have my sample on Yala.
You try a sample. It's really good. You've never had food quite as good as this.
My eyes glow brighter.
Oh no, she's addicted.
If you give me one of the, if I see her, do I see her eyes light up?
Yeah, they have gotten significantly brighter. They do glow a little bit, and they're still blinking.
My Venus flytraps are like going around like this.
I'll cut you a deal because I like you. If you give me one of those nice gold yellow coins, I'll give you another helping.
And
I
Yala.
look over
Anytime
at
you want.
Caldrig. I look up. Caldrig, can I please get more honey?
Copper, not the gold.
Silver.
Copper.
Silver.
Roll a persuasion check, both of you. Ooh.
I got a natural 20, so
You rolled a natural 20?
I rolled a natural 20.
That's
All right.
so. This is his first roll.
Yes, this is a 3. So, and Yala,
Starting off good.
the honey lady has captured your attention.
I'm obsessed with her.
You want whatever she is asking for, and so do you give her a gold piece?
I would like to reach into my chipmunk hole and pull out a shiny gold coin. and I want to hold it out to her, and I want my other hand for the honey.
You know what?
Okay.
You're a grown tree. You do whatever you want.
I'm 170.
I take the gold coin, and I look at Renek, and I'm like, we should give her a nice sample for this lovely, fair quality amount. Thank you. And I look to Renek to see if she'll do it.
I open my bag and I'm like, okay. Is there like a big spoon? Like, do we have like a mini cup? Like a shot glass or something that we for like a little cup of like...
you open your bag in front of Inyala, correct? You've seen her do this now. She doesn't grab a spoon. Her fingers extend into the bag.
Yes, I wanna suck it out like a straw.
Yeah, that was
And-
so
My fingers.
roll me a d6.
Which one is that one? Hold on.
That's the regular dice.
I couldn't think of what it was.
Ah.
All right, here we go.
Mhm.
3.
You suck out honey for about 3 solid minutes, and it's not stopping. And then eventually, like, Reneki,
I'ma cut her off.
This is Drunken Yala. This is
cut her off.
Yala 2.0.
I think at this point, like after the first few seconds, I'm like, and like I start to like move away, and we're just running around the tavern, and she's got her hand like stuck in my bag, and I'm trying to run away.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Drunken Yala loves honey.
Mhm.
It helps her make tree
Okay, let
sap.
me double check. So I rolled an
D20 plus
18, but I think I'm also plus 4, right?
It's a plus 2. So you rolled a 20. So you managed to avoid the patrons and the chairs and the tables as you are trying to like back away. The tree keeps following you. Eventually she does stop.
Don't do that.
Do I
Let's
have
say-
any dregs left from the pot of petunias that I got?
Oh, you still have like most of the petunias in that pot.
Can I offer her a petunia as well?
Do you accept this petunia?
Can I ask the petunia's name first?
Oh, so you want to talk to Petunia?
I would like to ask its name before I offer.
Yes.
Him. What is your name, little friend?
This one's name is Misty.
I will give you Misty for the honey, since
I kind
Sucked
of
it out.
shout across. I'm like, it's a good deal, actually. Take it, as I have a petunia in my beard still.
Do you accept the Petunia?
I'm like confused. I like her hand's still in my
I'm just
bag.
like this with the petunia. I'm like up in her face.
Yeah. She's finally taken her hand out, but she is holding this Petunia in front of you. Do you accept it?
My hands are sticky.
Your hands
Wait, so
are
I
actually
can't-
not sticky because they absorb the honey. into
Oh
them.
yeah, I would have absorbed it into my bark.
So yes.
So So I can't hear anything from this petunia. What
No,
does it look like?
she's just handing you a petunia. It's literally a flower. She's handing you a
For
flower.
you, it's just a flower.
Yes.
Well, I think I would like flowers, so I'd be like, I would like slowly reach out, like, okay, and then I go to.
Now.
You take the flower. It's a flower. Do you do anything
Okay,
with the
yeah,
flower?
I just take the flower. I don't know. I feel like I kind of like, after being honey harassed, I don't know what to do with myself anymore.
Honey accosted.
So I just stand there and she's still up close, right?
Mhm.
So I'm kind of just holding the flower, like.
You
not
do
knowing
see
what to do with
Caldrig
myself.
has the flower woven into his beard.
I feel like she's still there, so like, what do
Yes.
I do with it?
Tor comes up and Yala, Tor comes up and he grasps Yala's shoulder and he's like, okay, I think that is enough around the tiefling. Let's let her be.
And I'm like, okay, and y'all like, sit.
I go back.
over
I
here.
go back to Caldrig and I sit by him, crisscross applesauce.
And I kind of look over and I'm just like, you got your money's worth, didn't you?
I'm probably in the background observing
I'm very
all
happy.
this chaos, and I just lean over to Gavrik and I'm like, how desperate are you to get an element?
Wait, does Nyala, like, I don't know if you heard me because my thing doesn't pick it up very good.
Mhm.
But I asked, what do I do with it? Does she answer at all? or no?
Oh, you said that. Oh, I think she did say she motioned to Caldric, so you
Oh, okay. So
Like-
I slowly walk back next to, and then I just like stick it in my hair.
So when you place it in your hair, you actually feel the roots of the petunia start to interweave themselves with your hair.
Don't freak out, they do that.
Had you been drinking any alcohol prior to that?
Well, I guess we all had a round,
You all had
and then I
so
ate soup.
you felt a light buzz earlier. It's gone.
Wait, would it work the same on my my horn, or no? Like with my horns that I have?
Oh. I mean, if you put it in your hair, it's you put it near your horn.
Yeah, I didn't know because I just remembered that I put it on my horn in my character, but I don't know if that really matters or not.
Yeah. So let's say instead of weaving it in your hair, you kind of like place it on your horn. It kind of wraps itself around the little root and then just kind of squeezes onto your horn. Same effect. Your headache is
okay.
diminished, or not headache, but like any alcohol that you were feeling the buzz from is gone. So
Next Ren Fair, we're all gonna have flowers in our hair because of Inyala.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
Oh,
Should I make Inyala for next Ren Fair though?
That would be
Yes.
pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
I
While
would
this is going on, I want to look at the. I think Gavrik, you're a human, right?
correct.
I'll look at him and the Dragonborn that is sitting, I would assume, next to him. And if I catch wind of the annulment question, I'm just gonna look at them and be like, "Oh, you're married! Congratulations! Who are you, by the way? Are you?
Congratulations.
You had honey on your titties, and you. I have not heard you say anything yet. Angel the Devil, pleasure to make your acquaintance here."
I would shake her hand after sighing at the marriage statement.
Oh, I'm sorry. Condolences, not congratulations. I'm a little confused, but you know, happy marriage or terrible marriage, whatever you assume.
I just stay silent.
Happy marriage. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
So the redhead human comes back into the bar. All right, everyone. You've all had your drinks, I assume. Let's head outside where we're going to get this shit underway.
Yes, we might as well get this over with.
All right, let's go, everyone. The little halfling gets up, walks out. Tor gets up as well. All right, it is a pleasure making everyone's acquaintance. I look forward to our time we will spend on the road together.
Whoever hasn't finished their ale, I just pour their ales into the unfinished ales into my mug and top it off, and then I leave.
Do you chug it all on the way out?
I take the cup.
Take the cup. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
I should
You
be
guys
good.
really are a couple of thieves.
We got fired
Yeah.
for a reason.
And Yala, watch those two. Don't be so trusting.
18.
They gave
18. Okay. You managed to slip it by the maid assistant, and you kind of weave your way through the crowd. You know, just looking casual, because that's the biggest part about stealing something is looking like you're not doing it. And you make it out of the tavern. You have one extra mug from the Black Cat Inn. It does have It's a nice mug. It has carved on the side the Black Cat Inn logo. You think you have a nice little souvenir here.
I love it because I have nothing.
Okay, when everybody makes their way, in front of you is a horse and carriage. They do have one of those, almost like the Oregon Trail, how they had those covered wagons. It has a decent amount of supplies in it. There are 4 extra horses. All right, everyone. So we have a number of options here. We have 4 extra horses for riding purposes, as well. Everyone else can sit inside the carriage if you are unwanting of riding on a horse. Who would like to go where? Emery and Sendra have gotten...
I ride on horse.
All right, so Venora and Caldrig, you guys get on horses. 2 horses left.
Can I get on with Caldrig?
Do you let her?
Everything else at this point might as well. Go ahead, hop on.
You go to try, and the horse is like kind of trying to buck you away. Tor comes up at that point. I am sorry. I believe it will not be able to hold you. Nice.
You are a mean horse.
Oh, the horse is
no. She doesn't mean that. And Yala, just ride in the wagon. It'll be okay.
And Yala, would you like to sit up front with Sendra?
Be quiet. And Yala, keep your chipmunk hole closed. Promise me.
Promise. I will not open my hole for anybody.
Perfect.
He's like becoming a pimp over here. Holy shit.
No, she's got the... No, you know what? No trade secrets. You be
No
nice.
trade secrets. You know nothing.
Good.
And Yala, you see Emery motion at you from the wagon. Would you like to ride up front with me?
I would.
Wonderful. You can get shotgun. Sandra, you're on the back. And Sandra looks at him. You motherfucker. All right, fine. She gets off the front of the wagon and heads to the back of the wagon. I will take another horse. Gavrik.
Would the horse not try to eat her? Because she's like branches and like grass?
Don't.
I wonder?
That idea.
Roll an animal handling check, Yala.
Should have just turned into a goddamn bird. 12.
Wow, that was a shit roll with a good modifier. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
The horse does not try to nip at you. It's eyeballing you, but it doesn't go for it.
Can I also eyeball him back?
You blink.
I'm mad at him.
It's a horse. It's unfazed.
I can talk to him. Be like, you're a mean horse.
Do you speak with animals to talk with the horse?
I would like to speak with animals, and I want to tell him he's mean, and I'm unhappy with him.
You say those things?
But you better take care of Caldrig, my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look tasty. My bad.
Oh, thank you. I just got fresh leaves.
Yeah. Are you sure I can't have a bite?
Can I break him off like a piece of like one of my like horn branches and present him with a little?
It
nom nom?
It hurts a little, and you hear the dying cry of the branch as it goes.
Back to the earth with you.
No. And you give it the like the grassy twig or whatever it is, and the horse like. Thanks.
Meanwhile, I'm just watching this, and I'm like, Inyala, no. Don't do that again.
He will take care of you now.
Okay, and I thank you for that. But you didn't need to.
I'm gonna go sit with Emery.
Branch off. Yes, go sit. Don't
Emery,
remove any more body parts.
Oh, wonderful. So we have. Oh yes, Gavrik.
I was gonna say I take the horse, the spare horse.
The third horse.
And then I will use my bonus action to make my cape billow.
Okay.
Oh no.
Gavrik gets up on the horse. There's not really any wind in the town. All of a sudden, the cape that was on his back starts billowing wildly.
Oh, that's something.
I'm watching
I'm
a tree feed itself to a horse. A dwarf watching this with complete normalcy, and then I watch a human get on another horse, and the cape just starts wildly flapping in the middle of nowhere.
Is there wind?
Gavrik, no, there is no wind. Roll me a performance check. You're sipping?
Does he look cool?
I got a 10.
A 10?
A 10.
Okay.
I'm just rolling my eyes at this point.
Okay, that's a straight 10.
I lick my finger, and there's like no wind.
No wind.
I look at the Dragonborn. I'm just like,
Don't worry about it. Just don't question it.
I'm just standing in front of the carriage with, I assume Redek. I don't know where she went unless she's there. And I just like lean over to her and I'm just like, It's a weird fucking bunch.
So, Tor approaches you, Renequius. Do you want to be in the carriage, or would you like the fourth horse? I can take the horse if you want to be in the carriage.
Be in the carriage with my sister.
Your sister's on
it. Not have to walk around.
Your sister's on a horse. Yeah.
I didn't take a horse.
Oh, you didn't?
I haven't taken a horse yet. No.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the two of you are in the carriage.
Well, if you want to ride the extra horse, Renek, you're more than welcome to. I know you really love the pony rides back at the circus, so it's, it's fine. But if you want to ride with me, I love honey, and I could use some in this ale here. It kind of tastes like human spit.
Oh no.
It's like human.
Caldrig has pulled out of his pouch a small stone-shaped penis. He is just kind of admiring it.
To scale.
I look over and I was like, I'd be safer in the cart, honestly. It's a crazy bunch.
So the two of you head to the cart?
That's a fair point. Yeah, let's go to the cart.
Alright, so Tor gets on the fourth horse. Alright, Emery, we're good to go? Emery looks back. Oh, yeah, no, everything's fine. Ready to go when you are. Let us be on our way then. So, we are going to transition.
As we take off, I'm just like shaking my head and I'm like, we're all going to die. We're just going to die.
The voice of reason.
So, everybody has made it onto their various horses. You have Venyora, Caldrig, and Gavrik and Tor, each on a horse. Tor is leading the party. What formation do you guys want to hold as you are traveling out of town? Do you want to go 2 and 2, 2 and 2, or have him be in front?
Yeah. I figured we'd be 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, and then the wagon.
Yes.
I'd like to be right next to Caldrig, because I wanted to talk to him.
So, Gavrik, that means you're up front with Tor when you guys are kind of heading out. So you have Caldrig, Tor and Gavrik, Caldrig and Venyora, Emery and Yala in the carriage front, and then Renequius, Angel, and Sendra in the back of the carriage. So, you guys start traveling through town. The exit from the Starfalls Road is on the southeast side. You guys are making your way through the town. For everybody that is on a horse, basically everybody except for Renequius and Angel, roll me a perception check as you guys are just traveling through the town. Just roll a d20 and add your perception modifier, and I will let you know. So, Caldrig, your perception. Caldrig is a d20 plus 2. You roll a 14. Is that adding your modifier?
I don't know what my modifier is.
Your modifier is a plus 2, so you rolled a 16,
okay.
Caldrig?
Okay, so that makes it a total of 10 then.
10?
Yeah.
And Yala, do you want to roll a perception check just as you guys are traveling through town?
Yeah.
What did everybody roll for their perception checks that had to make it?
10.
13.
A 10? 13. Venyora, you rolled a... What did you roll?
14 plus 2.
Plus 2, 16. Gavrik, did you want to roll perception?
Sure. I got a 10.
You roll a 10, it's plus 2 is a 12. Okay, you guys do see, or...
Is your last name Clutch?
Yeah, it's Clutch.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very clutch.
Very. That wasn't very genuine.
Very good, sir.
You roll... Again, what did you roll, Gavrik?
I rolled a 10.
A 10, okay.
Modifier's a 2, so it's 12.
Some of you guys notice as you guys travel out of town that while most of you are species that the townsfolk are probably whatever, whatever, there's a tree in a cart. She's getting some weird looks, but nobody's stopping.
Like I'm in a parade.
And Yala, the cart is made of wood. Do you want to interface with it while you travel? Root into the wood?
Is that like
trees ride into the wood?
Oh, you want to see where this cart's been?
Yes. Tell me your story.
Seems sadistic.
Roll me a persuasion check against an inanimate cart. We're off the rails here.
Natural 20.
A natural 20. Holy natural shit. 20. God damn it. All right.
Of course, you blow it on this 20's on the stupid shit.
Yeah, this is where all your 20s are going to go. You interface with the cart. The first thing you notice
Can I
is.
just stick my face into it to interface? Like just
Can you
my
smell
head?
as a tree? Do you have a sense
Yeah,
of smell?
I can smell.
You use a sense of
Yeah.
smell. All right. Well, first off, you smell everyone's ass in the cart.
Aw, stinky.
Next,
My
you
ass smells
can.
great. I don't know what you talking about.
Next,
like
you
honey.
can.
Renee smells like honey.
Roses.
You can feel every rock and pebble the cart travels over. You do feel a very faint warmth from the horses. You also you don't see anything, but you more so feel the memories of cobblestone, pavement, dirt road. At one point you do feel like you're stuck in the mud and there's water and storm all around you. You think this cart might have had to make its way through a storm at some point. The farther back you go, you start feeling colder and colder climates until it is so cold that roll me a Constitution saving throw.
You're not gonna believe me, but a natural 20 again.
Another natural 20.
You're not gonna
Goddamn.
believe me.
Okay,
Yes.
no, that's amazing. So it is cold, and you feel the memory and essence, and you have to remind yourself that this isn't real. You are just tapping into the memories of this cart, but you suspect that this cart came from somewhere colder than you have ever experienced. You have not left the mire in your life, so.
Like a swamp. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna change it now, but I just missed a chance to make Inyala like a country bumpkin. I missed the chance.
You did.
Oh, from the bayou.
Yeah, from the bayou. I missed the chance. I didn't even think about it.
But yes, you now have the awareness that this cart came from a very cold place. If you want to make note of that.
May I take my face out? I would like to have a single tear of sap running down my face. And now I'm just gonna start.
Under your mask?
Can I hear? Well, my eye is like part of the mask.
Yeah, okay.
Hear me out.
Let me roll a. Okay. Yes. Do you wish to commune
Anyway,
with...
I want to use plant growth on the cart to grow like flowers on him because I feel sad for him.
Roll me an Arcana. No, sorry, wait. Yeah, roll me an Arcana check, which for you is a -1.
-1. 9.
9. You try to make plants grow in the wood of the cart, but it's a cart. It hasn't been living wood for many, many years, so they don't.
I'm sad about him. I just want to frown, and while everybody else is doing everything, I just want to start telling Emery the stories of the cart, like it was a goddamn hero.
That's incredible that we brought this cart from Doncraig, which is up in the north. How would you know that?
It told me.
Oh, well, it is.
It showed me.
Incredibly cold up there.
I mean, saw all of it.
We did.
I
It was
felt
like a multiple month journey, so I guess if the cart has feelings, sorry, cart, we needed you to get our supplies down.
He did well.
Okay, so let's start with Venora and Caldrig. You guys are side by side on horseback. It takes about 10 minutes, but you finally make it out of the city. The sounds are dying down. You're starting to get into the countryside. Before you is a decently sized open plain area, but you do see off in the distance massive grove trees. You can tell that you guys are heading towards, and you would know this because you actually came from that direction. You traveled this way. This road is familiar to both of you. You are heading back towards the mire. What do the two of you do?
I ask good. Do you have any idea where you're going?
I have no idea, but I just came from here. I used to work at the fort.
This is Fort Andrich, Caldric, so you also know about this. Go ahead.
I picked up the tree around these parts.
I was going to ask, what the hell is going on with the tree? Did you find it? Why you keep it? I don't understand.
It more or less found me, and I can't get rid of it. Like a bad rash.
So shit luck.
Yeah, it has taken a bit of a liking to me.
Why you keep it?
Like a rash. Who keeps a rash?
Well...
Alright, I'm being kind of hard. It's actually been quite useful.
That's good. At least you found a tree. I found something dumber than a tree.
Yes, well, it does seem to have a heart, if a tree can have a heart. Your
Seems to
husband,
have
on the
hope.
other hand,
Don't bring up husband. Small dick, little man. I don't understand.
small dick. I can relate.
Where are you from? I don't.
From the mountains.
I miss
That's
the
about
mountain.
all you need to know, lizard.
I am dragon, not lizard.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
Where did you learn that, by the way?
What?
The salute that you
Oh.
gave to him. Roll an
Spend a lot
intelligence
of
check.
time. Me?
Yes. Well, actually, sorry. No, this is your own memory. You would have picked it up when you were at Fort Andrich. You saw some of the dwarven guards that you worked around use it. Eventually, you went up to one of them and you inquired about it, and it took a while because they were not easy to share their customs, especially with a dragonborn of your stature and size.
I was gonna
and color.
say, I spent a lot of the time working and fighting with the dwarves.
They didn't try
I
to
learned
kill
some
you.
of their ways. No, they kind of adopted me in a way.
Well, that's good enough for me, then.
Caldrig, roll me a history check real quick.
A 15.
A 15. Okay, you would have enough knowledge to know this. The fact that she was accepted by the dwarves as a black dragonborn, there are two types of dragonborns. There are chromatic and metallic. The metallic dragonborns are often seen. The chromatic dragonborns are the black, green, blue, white, and red. They're culturally seen as a more evil type of dragonborn versus the metallic. They're often seen as good. Though that's not always the case. This is just the standard interpretation of the standard interpretation. So
And it's
the
evil
fact that
ways?
she's black and got accepted by the dwarves is something to be
We
said.
have black dwarves, Eddie. You don't have to say it like that.
Have black trees.
We have
So-
black
And he's
trees
like,
as well.
alright, I guess I'll have to edit this, this fucking audio after all.
Alright. So anyway, okay, so I kind of understand then how a black dragonborn would come to.
Yeah, the fact that
Fit in with dwarves, then.
she knew that and understood it is surprising to you. So
So that then personally that earns me a lot of rapport. More than God damn it, that earns me a lot more rapport than like pretty much anybody else in the group.
if she had just claimed that she knew dwarvish stuff, you probably would have been like, not believing. But the fact that she gave you a gesture that is a dwarven communal gesture that, nobody would know about outside of dwarven culture. So.
Okay, so all right, I didn't remind me your name again, Dragonborn.
Vignora
Can I ask you a favor?
is on favor.
If anything were to happen to me, can you make sure the tree gets back home?
I give you my word, I will protect the tree.
Please do not breathe fire near the tree. They're kind of known for being flammable.
I can promise I will not breathe fire on her.
Thank you.
Protect your chipmunk hole.
Okay.
That's standard.
All right.
That's good.
We continue on the story. We'll switch now to Angel and Renequius and Sendra. You guys are in the back of the cart with the red-headed human. She does have a staff with her, but you have not really talked to her yet. Oh,
I lean over to Angel and I'm like, I didn't get to speak to the other tiefling, but we have another one in the group. Isn't that crazy?
I know, and he seems really cool, so play it cool. Maybe he knows some things, we can get some things, but we should talk about the other people. Alright. First off, I've got, the druid, nymph, whatever the fuck the tree thing is. I don't know its pronouns, but it does have a lot of money in there, and because they were acting so weird about it, it's got a lot of gold, so keep that in mind. You should use that honey to your advantage, it really liked it.
Roll
Dragonborn seemed really cool. Say what?
me a stealth check real quick.
I was gonna say, isn't she in the cart with them?
She
No,
Look,
I thought Daniela, isn't she sitting on the front, where the the reins is at?
I got a natural 20. I'm not talking loud, and I'm trying not to talk loud enough that anyone outside the cart. I did get a natural 20.
Sendra is sitting in the cart. She's
I don't give
more
a shit if
towards Yeah, she's more towards the back, just kind of... Well, actually, are you guys sitting in the front of the cart or the back of the cart?
I think I'd be sitting in the front.
In the front? Okay, you're kind of... There's a lot of the supplies that are packaged up near the front. You're kind of sitting among a lot of the gear and stuff. Let's say Sendra is currently... She's kind of sitting off the edge of the back of the cart, just kind of looking outwards towards the city.
Okay.
So, continue your conversation.
Alright, so that nymph creature has gold, so just keep that in mind. You have the honey, use it to your advantage. Remember, you're very good at swiping. Don't forget that. Right, Renee?
Swiping? Oh, you mean like stealing?
Yes, exactly. So, you know, she's kind of got this weird chipmunk hole on lock, but you have honey. She might have an addiction, so keep that in mind. Anyway.
Yes, and she seems dumber than me, so that's extra.
Oh my god.
So look at you, my advantage too.
Yeah, exactly. Look, you're thinking just like how I fucking need you to, because we're broke. Anyway, so... Alright, and then we have the Dragonborn. It's like Venhora. I don't know. She seems nice. She seems nice. Didn't really care that you got honey all over her chainmail, so maybe an ally that we might have here. We have, I think, Kaldrig, the dwarf guy. Let's not fuck with him. He's kind of an asshole. He seems like he might be a little racist too. You know, I was totally going to appeal to him because, you know, circus, the dwarves there, you know, it's not weird. But he's very protective of Inyala, so remember, if you're gonna go talk to Inyala, make sure he's not around or he can't hear you, right, Renee?
Okay, I'll try to use my sneaky voice.
Yeah, use your sneaky voice. Don't forget about your sneaky voice, for sure.
Yes, I can be very sneaky.
Then we have this Galvric guy. I don't know, it's the human one. He's really quiet, but I think I could crack him if we talk to him enough. I don't know if the Dragonborn, like, speaks for him, if he's nervous, if he's embarrassed. They're apparently married.
Well,
remember
if he's
that.
dumb enough to marry a Dragonborn, then maybe he can also be manipulated.
Maybe, but he's looking for an annulment, so I don't really know what that... It sounds like... I don't know what exactly is going on there. So, like, maybe they got together and he's having second thoughts, or they weren't supposed to be. I don't really know what's going on there, but I'll leave him to me. I'll see if I can dig the truth out. But he's kind of quiet, and those are my favorite ones. It's always the quiet ones you can crack the best.
Sendra, at this point, you guys have gotten pretty far away from the city. She sits up. Alright, well, we're starting our journey. Hello! She moves over to sit closer to you. So I might as well, get to know you guys. Sorry, what were your names again? I'm Sendra.
I let Renette go first.
Is she kind of like she doesn't want to be here, or is she kind of sick?
Roll me an insight check.
Sick? Okay,
Can I join her on that? I want to know why it took her a second.
Yeah, she sounds like she's either like upsetty spaghetti, like she doesn't want to be there. Oh shoot, I was a number 1, dude.
What'd you roll?
That was a 1.
That was a 1? Alright, Martin.
I got 1.
You got 13. Okay. Renequius, you know, she's on the trip. She's on the trip. Yeah, she's there.
She's there.
Angel, for you, she looks like maybe a little homesick. You're not quite sure, so can't quite get a read, but she's talking to you now, so.
Okay. I'll be like, oh, since I can't read a room. Oh, hello, Mom. My name is Renequius. And you are human. What is your name?
Oh, that's true. I am a human. My name is Sendra. I'm friends with those two fox up there.
The tree person?
Oh no, Emery and Tor.
Yes.
Sorry.
Renek, and Emery is the one that we talked to, the little bard guy, and then Tor is the tiefling. Remember?
Yeah.
Tor. Oh yes, the Tor is the tiefling.
Oh, and I'm Angel the Devil. Good to meet you.
Angel the Devil. What a...
seem as excited on this trip. Is there any information we should know going into whatever this is?
I'm just
frankly,
really
I don't even know what.
I've been to the mire once before, and I just don't care too much for the environment.
Is it a harsh environment? Very cold? We don't do the cold very well.
No, it's more the humidity.
No cold, wet thing.
Humidity we do pretty well. So.
It's kind of warmer this time of year, but that said, I've spent a lot of time up in Duncraig as the last few years, and I've just gotten more used to that. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't know. I'm here for it. So
what exactly is it? Because I can't say we got a lot of information from dear Emery here, and I looked to Renek like.
We just got a lot of money. It was awesome.
Oh, the gold.
I know where we're going.
So, here's what I do know of this particular mission that I can divulge, I suppose. We've received reports from a contact down here in the mire, right around the lake, of some sort of creature. Honestly, this is probably the reason that I'm a little bit skeptical, is that I don't actually know what sort of creature this is. We have just been hired, is not the right word, but we've decided to come out here and investigate the occurrences, the people's disappearances, see what we can figure out, and hopefully find the creature, kill it, maybe report back where it's from, how it got here. Probably more important.
Oh, you said that someone hired you for bringing a band, all of us together? Is it like a very rich person?
Oh no, so our group, Tor, Emery, and I, we have a few others there. We're all based in Duncraig. The group name, I've always thought it sounds silly, but it's called Deus Ex Valoris. We're an Deus Ex Valoris, not Deus Ex. No, that's one thing. It often gets mispronunciated, and like people. Anyway,
apologies.
No worries about it. So, we go out and do odd jobs of the sort, adventuring types. We've been doing this for years now, and it's still exciting. I just sometimes I'm not as enthusiastic about every trip that we go on, especially when it's more of an unknown on this one. We've dealt with a lot before, and I'm sure we can handle it. I just have my reservations, just because, much like you guys, I'm sure, I don't know exactly what we're going to find when we get there.
Oh,
of course, pretty confident we can handle it, but so.
Yeah, can I ask what the credentials of the rest of the group are? Because, me and Renequius, we just, saved a cat out of a tree, and then we got whisked here, which is fine. We're totally qualified. Like,
because we are folk heroes.
We are folk heroes.
Slay something.
Not in that town.
Emery approached you guys because you pulled a cat out of a tree.
But we're folk heroes. We have a lot of credentials, right, Renek? We do.
Oh yes.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, not you, Becca. Just Marg. She was the one talking.
Oh, just Marg. Okay.
24.
24. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're fine.
Proficiency in deception for a reason.
She looks at you like, well, I'm glad to hear it, because I feel like we're going to probably be doing a lot of fighting on this trip, especially on the road now.
Right, what do you know about the others here? They've at least slayed a couple, dragons or
the group that I recruited.
Well, right?
So, if you're talking about the rest of the party, Emery and Tor I've been with for years. I've met Tor down in where was it? We were at Seeker's Pass, and so actually you would know this, both of you. Far Reach City, which is on the far west coast of the continent, is part of the same region that Seeker's Pass is. Seeker's Pass is the town that you guys had to go through with the carnival when you first came from Far Reach City. It is the next closest city, and then you get to the desert, and then you get to the rest of the continent. So you guys have passed through Seeker's Pass. So when she's describing to this, you guys are familiar with the area. I met Tor on the way from Far Reach City to Seeker's Pass. We were ambushed, actually, by a group of slavers, and he got me out, thank God. That was almost, wow, 15 years ago. And we have been, no, wait, no, I'm sorry, like 11 years ago. Anyway, we've been traveling. I've known him since then. Emery, I've known for about 8 years now. We met him through the adventuring party that we are a part of. They're both very proficient in what they do. Tor, I would say, is more of the blade-bearing assassin type. Emery, I see you've got some instruments there. Are you a musician? So she looks at you, Angel.
Oh. Yeah, I have my tambourine here. I'm a bit of a performer, dancer, musician. You know, bit
You
of
might get along. You might get along with Emery then. He also is gifted in the musical arts.
We did click very well, I do think.
Wonderful.
So,
Right.
yeah. Fortunately, can't have more conversations with him as we are on very important business, but maybe in the future.
Well, he's at the front of the court, so. Anyway,
Right.
yes,
That's well
they're both. I can speak for their proficiency. They're both very good at what they do, especially killing. I've seen them kill a lot of things in the past.
They do seem rather trustworthy. I was talking about our new friends, what you know.
Oh, our new
maybe
friends.
about
Well,
them.
all I can speak for are the Dragonborn and the human. I did watch them kill a very large spider in a sewer. It was quite impressive, actually. That thing.
a sewer. What were
yes,
you
there
doing
was.
in a sewer?
Well, I just followed them. I noticed that
Oh,
they
you follow
were
people.
not like that. No. I saw them go down after I looked at the town posting and did notice that somebody finally went to go do it. It happened to be those two. I happened to see if I could recruit them, and they accepted, so
And I'm
yes.
sure that was, nothing for them, right? Because they've killed lots of big monsters and crazy things in the past. And
Well,
that's why you
some
brought
kill
them on
those.
this expedition.
They looked like they knew what they were doing, so yes.
Are
Then
they
you're-
married by chance? What exactly is going on there?
As far as
I
I
got
can
the
tell.
hints of wedding rings, but then something was mentioned of an annulment. I don't know if they spilled the details to you, but I love the
Haven't-
drama.
Haven't heard much of an annulment or any sort of information. All I can tell is that they were married. They mentioned it when they came out of the sewer. So
Interesting. He probably has a mistress then. I love the tea.
wouldn't go to assume that much, but I don't know them very well. So
I don't know. She was happy with the marriage, but he sure wasn't. So you know what
Maybe
that
it's
means.
his
There's only
skin.
one thing. Say that again, Renek. I missed it.
Maybe it's her scaly skin. It's rough on human flesh.
That is true. Humans don't have as thick
I've
of
been with a
skin.
Dragonborn before.
Have you?
No, I can't say I have.
Exactly. That's the point. That's where they get you.
It's all right. I mean, we're going into territory where there's probably a lot more of them. We might run into one or two.
Oh, do you think that's what's stealing all the people?
If it was a dragon,
on it?
if it was a
I'll
Dragonborn
be
stealing the
culturally
people,
insensitive, yeah.
if it was a Dragonborn stealing the people, we would not have been called down here. They would have been able to identify that and take care of it themselves. They do not know what this is. So,
Sounds
anyway.
like it's a bit of a creature.
Where are you from?
Oh, we
You don't see
travel.
many tieflings. You travel. Oh.
Right, we in previous employment traveled around. We are, like I said, a bit of folk heroes, so we've
Oh, okay.
been to many cities, made names for ourselves.
Have I heard of you, Renequius and Angel? I don't know if I've heard of those names per se. Is there a group that you are a part of that I might have heard of?
Formally a part of. It's really tedious, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, but we've made our way around. We've made our names in some towns, and I nudge her neck, yeah, let's go along with this. And so we just happen to be in Starfalls, and we just happen to be looking for extra employment. Better career opportunities, you could say. So
Can't blame you for
here we
that.
are now. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're glad that we were able to find this gig and to do some additional stuff, Good things, right, Renequius?
Oh yes, very good things. We're very strong, dexterous.
Roll me a persuasion check, Renequius.
Oh, fuck it
I can't
up.
tell if you're lying or telling.
Well, I mean, we are. I did climb up a tree and almost kill a cat.
I'm strong. I climbed up a tree once.
I was strong enough to get up in there. Do I? I'm just trying to double check.
Yeah, watch your chipmunk hole.
Oh man, my perception is -1.
Persuasion?
Wait. Oh, persuasion. My bad. Okay, never mind. That's +2.
+2, yeah.
All right, let me roll.
Perception -1.
My perception is pretty bad. We're being completely honest.
You're intelligent, but not very wise.
Oh, you're sweet, summer child.
All right, that was a 12.
A 12. Okay, she nods along.
Very good.
Right.
Yeah, we are very strong and very, very dexterous for sure. So we are very well equipped for this job. It's not like we haven't seen something like this before, but
You're the talker, aren't
yeah,
you?
definitely.
I look at Sandra and I'm just like, well, how are you feeling? You seem like you're pretty. You seem pretty uneasy.
Again, it's just.
I look at her and I look back at what's her name? Fuck, where's my
Sandra?
Sandra?
Sandra, thank you.
Yes.
I didn't want to say something weird.
It's more of the unknown factor that I'm confident we can handle it, but again, there's always the unknown, so.
Right, understandable.
All right. So I will switch now to Emery and Yala, and then Gavrik will do you after that. And Yala, you are sitting on the cart, on the front of the cart. Emery is sitting next to you. So, you know, what are you?
I'm in Yala.
That much was gathered. All right. Well, were you? Are you attached to the cart? He looks down and like finally notices. Are you still rooted to the cart at this point? It's been.
Yeah. It's comfy.
All
I
right.
can rest.
You're attached to the cart. Well, I guess that means you won't fall off. So, have you been around much?
No, I'm from the mire. Caldric found me, and I followed him.
Yeah. All right. I can. All right.
Friend now.
Caldric is your friend. He's the one up in front, next to
Yes,
the Dragonborn, right? The little. Oh.
Little one.
Me too. Right.
He doesn't like people with long legs.
He does not like people with long legs.
He says it a lot.
I bet we will get along very well then. Because I do not have... He like motions, he's got his tiny little legs. Because he's a halfling, so he's super short.
Are
well,
you a dwarf too?
Oh, I'm flattered. Not quite. I am not nearly as good with an axe. I'm what they call a halfling. We're a little bit different.
You're half a person?
Yes. Yes, I am
Does it hurt?
No, it never has. And this is wonderful. I volunteered for this.
I poke his legs.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe not because I have to drive the cart.
Okay.
I saw
Caldric did say I shouldn't touch other people.
I would say unless they tell you to, probably not to touch too many people too many times. Or let people touch you. I'll just say that right now. If someone's asking to touch you.
Don't touch my chipmunk hole.
No. Your chipmunk hole.
I'm not allowed to tell you about it.
Is that the thing in your stomach?
I'm not allowed to tell you about it.
Yes, or sure. You know what? That's fine. Yeah, okay. The chipmunk hole. Are there chipmunks in there? I'm sorry, I'm just morbidly curious. What?
They lived there.
They lived there?
I am from the mire, and there was a family of chipmunks who needed a home, and
Yeah?
I was available.
Oh, you gave them a home in your chest.
Well, yeah. Where else would they have gone?
Another tree, I suppose, but then...
I'm a tree.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, are you able to, like, talk with plants or something? Like, what?
Yes, I'm a
Do you
druid.
Dude, what do the plants say?
What do you want me to ask them?
Oh, I don't know. I saw you holding a jar earlier with some petunias in it.
I gesture to Greg, and I'm like,
You do
"This
hear
is
from
Greg."
Greg. Hi, half a person.
He says, "Hello, half of a person."
Oh, wonderful. The plants hate me too. Hello, Greg.
Do you have a question for Greg?
Sure. What? I've never had to ask a plant a question before. That's a new one for me. Do you like music?
Greg, do you like music?
Oh,
Do you
what's
like
music?
He doesn't know what music is, Emery.
Well, I did used to sing to my grandma's plants when we lived in Timora Village. Maybe I can sing him a
for
song.
Greg.
All right. So let me roll a performance check. He pulls the lute off his. Actually, do you mind taking the reins? He holds the reins up.
I feel so responsible, and Yala feels so. It's like a kid when they let the pilots let them like pretend to fly the plane, or whatever. Like I feel very responsible. I'm taking this very seriously. My eyes are like looking at the reins. I'm holding them tight.
Right now, the horses are following the ones in front of them, so you don't have to do anything. However, you don't know that. You're just frozen there with the
tell
reins.
the horses they're doing great job. Great job, guys. You're doing wonderful. Very strong. Very stout.
Oh, thank you. Do you have any more food?
I will grow you some when we get to the place.
Hold on, I gotta take a shit. And the horse poops. Mid journey. Mark, they do that, right?
Oh, they do that, right? I saw Ben
Sasha
pooping while he
do
was
that
walking.
when we were down.
I'm sorry, ask it again.
The horses poop as they walk. They just go.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
He's
no,
a horse expert.
Yeah, the resident horse expert. The horse just takes a shit. So,
We watched Sasha do that.
oh god,
You did.
damn
You
it.
got really comfortable shitting this.
How
this
did he?
year
Is he
versus
performing
last year.
poorly?
Yeah, he rolled a fucking 4. So, he pulls his lute out and he's a little rusty. He starts playing a tune. Marg, you hear this from the cart as musical. It's like bling. Eventually, like one of the strings gets undone. He's like, shit, hold on. Let me, fuck. I'll have to do this later. Sorry.
Can I be like in like just like it feels like nails on a chalkboard for me, and I'm just like, oh, I got my eyes like they look sad. Like, why have you done this to me?
Your eyes go in 2 different directions.
Yeah, they go into like a different like up the like sad mode.
My apologies. May I have the reins back? I'll work on that. Workshop that.
Will you take care of them?
The horses? Yeah, no, I got this.
All right, I still hand him the reins.
Okay. He takes the reins. His little thank you. All right. We will switch now to Gavrik and Tor.
So I'm gonna ride up closer to Tor, and then I'm just gonna, as we're riding along. So, what do you know about this journey? I was told that someone would be able to tell us something about it.
Your cape is still billowing. That is very interesting.
Oh, I get a big giant grin as he says this. Yes, it does. Anyways, back to my question.
Is that magical? Is that magical?
Sort of. I don't exactly know how it works. All I know is it billows, and it looks
does indeed.
really cool.
That's very interesting. Well, so you want to know about the particular quest we are going on?
Yes.
We received some reports about 3 months ago from a contact that our group has down here in the mire. This is the direction we're heading, in fact. We are going towards a fort, but within the mire proper, there have been a number of disappearances, if you will. People have been reporting it, and they have figured out a rough estimate of where exactly it is happening. This will be in the swamp. And so, all that said, we have our group a reputation for doing odd jobs like this. Now, we are normally based up in the north, but we do go all across the continent. And so we were asked to come down and investigate this sort of thing. We wish to find whatever this creature, if it is that what it is, that is taking people and figure out if there is a source to this, where it comes from. Basically, we are here doing reconnaissance and what is the word? Killing a nuisance, whatever the word for that might be. That is our goal. We do not know exactly what it is we are going to face. That is why we did recruit you guys on the trip. Sandra tells me that you are proficient with fire. Is that the case?
Indeed. That's what I studied the most when I was at school.
You studied? Oh. Are you a practitioner of the arcane arts?
Of course.
Oh, I too have some ability in that field, though mine is very, very limited. What did you study? Or where did you study?
I get a little hesitant as he tries to bring up where I studied. But I do tell him nonetheless. Mm-hmm. I try to play it off as cool as I can. What was it? I'll be honest, I forgot the name of the school. What was it?
The Stewart Academy of Arcana in Centaurus.
Yup. I studied the Stewart Art of Arcane in Centaurus.
Oh, Centaurus. Yes, I have been there a time or two. I heard they have good schools there. Cool. I am excited to see what you can do. Do you mind if I show off for a moment?
Go ahead.
So he pulls out. He's got 2 daggers on his sides. They are they have crimson blades, and there are blades on both sides of the hilt, kind of like Darth Maul's lightsaber. Like, watch this. And he mutters an incantation, and you actually, I believe, recognize this. Yeah, the green flame blade. You recognize the daggers light up. It is a bit of the fire isn't green. The fire has a dark red tint to it. You think that he has worked on this spell to his own just effect to get it to do the same thing, just a cool flourish to it. So this is one of my favorites to do. It is a fun fire spell on the blade. He holsters his weapon.
That is quite impressive.
I know you enjoy the fire side. I thought I would show off. Pardon me, sorry.
I do indeed. You enjoy the fire as well.
Yes. I am working on my communication with humans. It has been I have had a lot of time to work on it, but at the same time I did not grow up around many other people, so it is new to me to interact with humans or
Where
people
did you grow up?
of any time. I came from a place known as the Grey Waters. I did not know at the time when I grew up there that there was life outside. I lived there the most of my early childhood to adult years. Eventually I stumbled across a ship that wrecked, unfortunately. Got curious, traveled north, and ran into our compatriot Sandra back there. Since then, I have traveled more, and I have been around places, and so I have gotten to see things. It's just, old habits die hard, and so talking to people that I am not comfortable around does not come easy. So I am comfortable around you. You have fire, and I like fire. It is cool.
Well, I think you and me will get along just fine. I'm not sure about me and the rest of our compatriots, but we shall see.
The other two, well, let's see. The dwarf, he is a hard one. I will tell you that. He's very very hard-minded, but I'm sure he will soften up eventually. I have a number of dwarven friends up in the north that, should we get to introduce them to him, he may have fun with them. And then the tree lady, she's kind of funny, not going to lie. I do enjoy her company. She's a bit of a I don't want to say idiot, that's not the right word, but she's a fun one. So and then yes, my particular party, they're fine. I enjoy them very much. Great company. Wow. Great.
Will be honest, I'm very interested in that one's bag of holding. For some reason, it is filled with honey. I wish to investigate it, but
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is up with that. That is very weird. I don't know where the honey comes from. What is the deal with the bag? I've never seen that before. I have seen bags where you can place a great many things, more than they can normally hold, but I have never seen a bag that has honey. So that is very weird, for sure.
Yes.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask him or bring up?
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay. So you guys travel for a good portion of the day. At certain points in time, you stop and take a break, and you switch up your positions on the road. So everybody kind of gets to converse with other members of the party. Was there anybody that wanted to talk to somebody else specifically during this time?
Not to be a talkative cunt, but I definitely want to talk to Gavrik, and I want to talk to Emery specifically.
Okay, so
at certain points. If it comes up naturally. If it doesn't, then it's fine.
Yeah, like we'll say you switched around. Gavrik gets a little tired of riding the horse at some point, so him and Reneki switch spots. He's sitting in the back of the cart with you. It's Sender's back there. What do you do?
I wait for there to be a long enough awkward pause, and then I'm like, "So Gavrik, tell me about yourself."
Well, I mean, what do you want to know? I studied in the arcane arts at a rather prestigious school. And I enjoy fire quite a bit.
Oh, well that works out for tieflings, because, you know, we are fire resistant, have a few fire spells in our arsenal there. So how'd you end up with the Dragonborn? That's crazy.
Well, that's the funny part, really. I don't know myself, to be quite honest.
You don't know?
No, I got blackout drunk and I woke up in the morning and there she was.
How does that... I mean, you know, anything can happen in Starfalls, I suppose, but you don't remember a single thing.
No, I left the school I was at, and after that, I came down to the town. I had quite a bit of change on me, so
Real quick, Marg, roll me a perception check.
17.
17. You heard him say, "I burnt," and then correct himself to say, "I left the school." Continue, Gavrik, because you did say that. I heard you say that.
Yep, I did in fact. And after that, I guess I went on a bit of a bender, and when I woke up, there she was.
Benders are a wonderful thing, except for when you wake up married. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and correct me if I'm, you know, pushing on the wrong comforting spot here, but you mentioned an annulment earlier, and your Dragonborn lady with you wasn't very keen on it. What exactly is going on there, if you don't mind me prying, of course?
No, go ahead. Well, I want an annulment because, well, I didn't exactly, wasn't exactly my decision. And I have quite a few places to go. I need to find someone else to teach me magic. At a higher level, of course. And, well, apparently her culture is not for annulments. So she is not exactly for this idea.
Oh, well, you know, I might be, you know, jack of all trades here, but I, for a fee, of course, can do annulments, absolutely.
Roll me a deception check. Maverick, roll me a perception check.
Alright. I got a 16.
You got a 16?
I don't know what my modifier is.
That's a 17 for you.
I got a 21.
Oh, alright.
Wait, no, it's higher. Wait, that was a 14 plus 7. I can't math. That's a 23, right?
Yeah.
No.
The saging
No, it is a 21. It is a 21 plus 6. Sorry, I can't math.
It's Gavrik. It's your lucky day. You have run across somebody who not only knows what an annulment is, but can perform them.
How much is your fee?
Oh, you know, it's you know, well, I do have to make sure that you're both kind of on the same page, because, you know, an annulment is a two-way street. We don't want to take away women's rights now, don't we? Like it, but of course, it's just it's just 5 gold. You know,
5
for your
gold.
situation, for your situation, I know that, clearly this was sprung up on you, and I don't know if you recall, but most certificate fees are like 10 gold. But I have done an annulment or 2.
Roll me another deception check.
Do I have to do another perception
Another
check?
perception check, yes. Yes.
Fuck.
I got a 15.
15?
I got a 13.
Okay. Gavrik, you're not super familiar with like legalese, but you think she might be upcharging you for the fee on an annulment.
Interesting. Okay. I kind of sit quiet on this information, thinking that she might be, because I have no way to confirm nor deny.
You do
I just
still
keep going
think
on with my sales pitch.
you think she's capable of it. You just think she's charging a little too much.
Well, we'll obviously have to talk with the Dragonborn when we come to a stop, but...
Right, we do want both parties.
A Dragonborn.
Technically, because, it takes 2 people to make a union.
I
but
have
it
a name!
means 2 people to take apart a union as well. So, but if you get her on the same page, it's just a simple 5 gold fee, but I could definitely do it for you.
Well, I appreciate that. Anyways, what's your story? Where do you come from?
Oh, well, come from all over. Started all the way out in Far Reach City when I was very small. But, been traveling all over. Me and Renequius are a bit of folk heroes ourselves, Go through towns, make an impression, leave, do that sort of thing. And we just happened to be in Starfalls at the right time, rescuing a few. There's a child, we just casually saved her in the moment. And
Roll a deception
we
check.
ended up here.
Yeah.
Am I rolling perception?
Yeah, again, yeah.
I was wondering how long you were gonna let her go.
I wasn't lying up until I got.
She wasn't lying up until the child. Yeah.
I got 15.
15?
Wait.
I got a 7, so you're fine.
16,
All right.
16.
You still believe her on the she saved a child.
Yep.
Hold on a
Damn,
sec.
I'm bullshit.
Soon it'll be that we battled a tiger to save a child.
Marg, roll me a perception check.
Oh, these dice are doing some fucking work tonight. 18.
Okay. Sandra perks up at that. Because she heard your previous story of the cat. She's like, a child, you say? I didn't know you saved a child. Wait, what happened there?
Oh! Fuck. I mean, It's a really long and tedious story. Emery might be able to give you better details, but, there was a tree and a cat and a child involved. I believe this child really wanted to rescue this cat, but put themselves in kind of a crazy predicament. There was a lot of townsfolk that wanted to walk up and save the situation, but didn't, manage to do anything. So me and Renequius stepped up. She climbed the tree to make sure she could secure the cat, while I made sure the child was safe on the ground and didn't do anything crazy. So one thing led to another, and I'm looking at Gavrik when I says, one thing led to another. The child was in danger at one point, but I made sure the child was safe, and Renequius, got into a tight spot with this cat, and I, had to also at the same time make sure that Renequius was safe with this cat. But it was a team effort, and ultimately we were able to save both cat and child from this crazy predicament. It's I don't want to bore you both with the details, but it was a trying time for sure. And we are folk heroes, like I said, so we've traveled long and far. We have plenty of stories from being from town to town. Rescuing people, entertaining people, all kinds of other things. Did you guys know I played the tambourine? I mean, Sandra, I think we've discussed this a little bit, but I definitely want to talk to Emery at some point, because I am a bit of a musician and a dancer, and if we weren't in a cart, I'd love to, put on performance for everybody one day.
Yes, Emery does play for us from time to time, and it is, I will say, entertaining at times. I'd love to see, performances are always fun.
Absolutely. Well, maybe when we get to, a more quieter spot, if we're not ambushed by, fucking bandits or a damn monster or anything, I'd love to entertain the group a bit. So Gavrik, what do you know about your Dragonborn bow, your wife?
Well, I found rather disappointing. She doesn't actually breathe fire. I don't. This is.
Oh.
Yes, I.
You just assume that all dragonborns breathe fire?
Well, yes, they're dragons.
Right, but you do understand. I mean, I'm sure with all of the amount of schooling that you have, you would know that not all dragons breathe fire, right?
Roll me an intelligence check, Gavrik.
Oh, okay, Gavrik.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I was at the circus with a couple dragonborns.
Yeah, I'll say you kind of knew this. You've seen a lot of culture and stuff. I'm just seeing if Gavrik, because Gavrik did come from.
I got a 17.
A 17.
Oh,
Okay.
without long. So there's a
You're
marker.
you're starting to recollect now. In some of your studies, you did learn about Tiamat, Bahamut, some of the dragon deities. They do have. You're recollecting now. Different colored dragons are associated with different elements, and now it clicks in your head. Oh, the Black Dragonborn would not be a fire elemental dragon. That is most likely a gold or a red dragon. So.
Well, still disappointing nonetheless. I don't.
Well, you know, you don't exactly get your pick of the litter when you're blackout drunk, but I'm happy for you regardless. I'm sure she's got some amazing capabilities. Do you know literally anything else about her, perchance? You know her name? Does she have a last name?
Her name is. I don't know if she has a last name.
You don't know if she has a last name.
I
mean,
can.
it's yours now, technically, if you're following tradition, but... What's your last name?
My last name is Clutch.
So she'd be Vendura Clutch?
I guess so. This is.
You're very accepting of that. I don't know if that annulment is exactly necessary, but if it is, I am at your service.
Well, again, it's just something we'd have to talk about. With,
Dare I say you know more about me now than you know about your own wife?
This is true. We did not speak all that much.
How long have you exactly been married since before this expedition?
About 2 days.
And I'm assuming...
Congratulations on the newlyweds.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Were you married the morning I met you?
Yes, we were.
I mean, I understand if there wasn't a lot of talking in those 2 days, but you haven't at least asked her last name or any future plans?
Well, we were actually rather busy killing spiders during that time period.
Oh.
Then we spent quite a bit of time shopping in different areas.
Shopping?
Shopping, yes.
And you still don't know her last name?
No.
Did you at least buy her a ring?
Yes, there is one on her hand, so I imagine I bought it.
You imagine you bought it.
I imagine. I don't
Are
really
you
know.
sure you want set up? Now, I'm not trying to alarm you here, but there are a couple scams out in the area of people, you know.
I mean, I do have the paperwork here for it, if you'd like to take a look.
Oh, that would be part of the nullification process. I would burn those papers, but you know, that's something if you have 5 gold in the time. So it's something you got to get her consent on first.
Yes. Burn the paper. You just burn. It's not like stapled to annulment certificate. That's not how that works.
Well, you know, in tiefling tradition, you know, we love fire and all, so we typically burn the paperwork.
Roll me another deception check. It's like, what, 4 in like the last 10 minutes of conversation?
God damn it, and anytime I have to lie to him in particular, I roll really low. Which is not that low when I have a really high modifier, but,
I have a 12.
16.
Damn it. I'm just getting lied to straight up, and I'm not believing every word of it.
You're buying
He's
it, boy.
eating it all.
Oh my god.
This is why I'm the talker between me and Renek.
I just look in awe. I'm like, oh.
Do you show her the document, Gavrik?
Yeah, I'll show the document. I'll pull it out of my bag.
I will read it because I'm so curious. I love drama.
Roll me a investigation check.
Ooh, that was pretty good. 20. Dirty 20.
That shit's real. That is a real marriage certificate.
I look at it and I like check the back. It's got the stamp. That's legit. And I'm like, oh, you definitely did get married, and you don't remember anything about the ceremony. As I hand it back to you.
No, I take it back and I stuff it in my bag.
Roll me,
not a damn thing.
Real quick, roll me an intelligence check, Marg.
No. 9s for some reason are a favorite of my dice tonight, so that is a 9.
A 9. Okay. Yeah, no, that is a real document. So.
Yeah, no, I don't remember anything. It must have been really good ale, or a lot of good ale. I'm not really sure.
You don't remember? You haven't even seen her before you married her.
No, never seen her.
No memory of this whatsoever.
No, none whatsoever.
And this was all in Starfalls.
Yes, I had a really, really bad day.
I guess you could say you always were Starfalls cross lovers.
That was good, Sandra.
Thank you.
Not to shit on, not to be down on your very unfortunate situation, but that was pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie.
It was pretty good. I'll give him that.
Well, I mean, she's got to be nice, like cook, clean your armor. At least she seems very sure-footed about armor.
Yeah, she does know about armor. It seems.
A great adversary to have in battle.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, maybe you could come around to her. Maybe you don't need this annulment, but if you do.
I will, like I said, I will keep you in mind. Although I would like to change the topic if you don't mind. What is up with your friend's bag? The one full of honey.
I remember the next bag. We have been through many trials that we are very well equipped for, and one of those trials came with a bag of honey, and it's not a bag of holding, it was a bag of honey, and I'm not, to be completely frank with you, I'm not really sure why we have it, but it's actually been great. It goes great with ale, it goes great with venison, obviously, as we had earlier. It's a lovely additive for everything that we've tried so far.
So it has infinite honey, or?
Well, we haven't quite reached the bottom, if that's what you're asking. I personally have no idea. It's not my bag of honey, but it has a lot of honey. Is that interest you in some formal way? Because we are more than happy to give people a sample, and if they want to add it to their food or drink or whatever,
Well,
simple price. We're just also humble merchants as well as mercenaries and smugglers for hire.
Oh, of course. Oh, well, it's just, I like I said, I studied the arcane arts, and I've never seen a bag of honey before. I've seen a bag of holding, seen it many times when I was at school, but never once saw a bag of honey. So it piqued my interest.
I have a bag of holding, but she has a bag of honey.
Oh, the alliteration, right?
Yeah, right.
From there, I'm just gonna cut off this conversation.
We can talk for hours because that's all my character will do.
You guys continue traveling. We'll say for the course of this, you don't ever actually sit next to Emery until you guys travel all day. Eventually, you do reach.
I just want to play music with Emery, if that helps you.
Oh, of course. Okay. You travel all day. You start to get towards the beginning of the trees. There are trees start popping up around you. They're not the massive trees that you saw off in the distance. You guys come across on the road a small bridge. The cart goes over it, no problem. There's a little stream river. At that point, the sun is starting to set. Tor stops the group. All right, everyone. I believe this is probably a good place to make camp for the evening. Let us stop here. We have 4 tents. So, if everybody is okay splitting into groups of 2, or there will be one group of 3 in a tent, if that works for everyone. And you guys start taking apart the supplies, taking them out, setting up the tents. Who would like to group with who in what tent?
I'm over next to Angel, and I'm like,
I hook arms with her.
Yeah, it's like, I don't like Sandra. She wasn't very nice. And she looks at me funny.
She did ask a lot of hard questions,
I'm
but
not
there's some
totally
other people. So, like, if tents are weird, we could maybe talk to somebody else, and we could see what kind of money they have.
We could see if we could lure the tree girl into our tent, and then we could try to bribe her with
a good idea. I don't know if the dwarf is gonna give her up though easily. Though he's kind of protective of her. It's like a
I'm
pimp.
standing over by the cart, just touching one of its wheels, telling it it did a good job. Thanking it.
You don't get a response.
I didn't expect one. I'm just letting it know.
Renek. By the way,
Respect wood.
I talked to the human guy, and he doesn't really want to be married to this dragonborn. So maybe if we hang out with this dragonborn, we can convince her to get an annulment. Because I told him, I quoted him a price of 5 gold to annul them. So maybe we can do that too.
Oh, you're so good at talking. It's so great.
I do my best.
I get off my horse and get settled, and then I'm like yelling at Gavrik. I'm like, little man, come, we make fire.
That's what we do.
I start walking over that direction.
I'm just going over, finding like big branches, and I start breaking them with my hands, just cracking big old branches in half.
Roll me a strength check real quick.
Yeah, and Yala's like, oh.
Oh! It hurts. 17.
17. All right. We hefty snaps on these branches. You are getting firewood ready. It's going.
And then I'm just stacking them up on Gavrik, trying to get him to hold them.
These are body parts. Arms out of fire.
You,
Here's their scream.
And Yala, you do notice that she's grabbing, as it does work better as firewood, more of the dead branches. So while it's not as heartbreaking as if she started chopping down a fucking tree.
My brothers, my sisters.
Tor and Sendra, they take a tent. Kaldrig, Emery approaches you. Sorry, I don't really tent with the two lovers over there. Do you mind if I share a tent with you?
I suppose that's be alright.
Well, thank you. So he goes and starts he has a tent supplies with him. He starts setting up the tent over there.
Is there a tree I can use?
You guys are in a clearing forest, so there are lots of trees around you. Yes.
All right, I'm sleeping in a tree.
So you approach a tree. It's on kind of like the northish side.
Can I just meld into it?
You want to meld into the tree? So all right.
I want to just. You can still see my face.
So you
I'm
kind
like
of
one of those faces in the tree.
You're the grandma from Pocahontas.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like a creepy mask that is still blinking.
Ugh. Like the last unicorn in that tree that had the big
Oh my god! With the titties!
With the big titties, dude.
And y'all roll me a d6.
Yo, and Maverick is the magician!
What? I'm so
no.
Maverick!
A 3. All right, you got like medium-sized tree tits.
Send it later. Oh my goodness.
I got wooden boobies.
Yeah, you got some
You can
wooden.
see like the hump coming out too a little bit.
Yeah. You can see it. So
knots.
It's got some tree knots on there.
Cancerous lumps.
Not my cancerous tree lumps.
You and Yala, you guys watch her like back into this tree and kind of meld into it. All that is left is this mask, a petunia, two tree tits, and a crevice that you know is not Triosi, it's her squirrel hole.
Don't put my crevice in the tree.
What is that thing?
Oh! Good night, everybody.
And it's still early in the evening.
And Caitlin.
I probably put all the wood in a big old pile, and then I'm just pointing at it, and I'm like, "Let them in, start fire."
So I'm gonna. Eddie.
Yes.
Eddie, I'm gonna use the new spell we equipped to me last time.
Okay. Oh, is this a spell you picked up from the shop?
Yes.
All right.
No. It's the dragon breath.
Oh. Okay. You took on during your at some point in time during little bit of a rewind. You took 2 hours to write that spell and study it into your spell book. This is how you do this as a wizard. To learn new spells, you have to put them into your book and take a period of time to study them. So after you had the awkward conversation with Angel, you're like, oh fuck, you're right. I remember now. So you spent 2 hours of that trip inputting a spell, and you're kind of like watching him do this, and it is curious. Sandra does look over at some point. She makes a comment. Oh, so you're one of the ones that needs a book to use your magic. Interesting.
Yes.
Oh, fascinating. Right.
One of those.
Yeah.
One of those.
So yeah, she does that. But yes, you have learned your new spell. So you can add that to your spell book. If we need to add that manually, we can do that. But yes.
Yeah, we'll have to add it manually. Yeah. Do I roll anything or?
No. You're just doing. You're just casting this new spell on the campfire.
Yes.
Are you doing it while there are people around?
I imagine people would have looked over as they saw a bright light, but I don't know how many people would have been like close to me.
So yeah, so you're going to cast Dragon's Breath on the mound.
Yes.
All right, Venora, you glance over at Gavrik. He has his wizard book in his hands, and he's smiling at you. Do you wish to take a bonus action to make that fucking cloak billow?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, the cloak a billowing, book an open. He leans forward, and just you see a orange light come from his chest up his throat, and out his mouth comes fire. He is breathing flame like a dragon, and it erupts into a 15-foot cone, which is way too big for the campfire. Tor is kind of on the other side of it. He didn't really quite see it. Okay, he gets out of the way. He manages to jump away in time, and this thing is insta-lit. There was no foreplay for the kindling. It just goes straight into flame. Congratulations, you have lit the bonfire. It is now casting a good 40 feet of light. There's some heat. You think you might want to pick up your tents and move them a little bit farther back so as not to burn yourselves.
Should I roll for performance on my cape?
Roll for performance, yeah. I want to see how...
Yeah, and she'll never leave him now. We'll never get an annulment.
We'll
11?
never get our 5 gold.
Annulment.
You said you roll an 11?
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Which I think don't I get a plus?
Do it with advantage because you got the fire. It was a cool show.
Okay. What's with advantage? I don't know.
Just roll again. And take the higher roll.
Roll again, and if it's higher, take it.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Okay, so it's an 11. So it's pretty cool. Like the cape is, it's flapping back there. The fire is the real
yeah.
Looks awesome. So they pull out some rations. It looks like they might have made a deal with the Black Cat Inn to take a supply of food with them. So Emery walks over. Right, so I've got most of this is jerky, but I've got venison and goat jerky. Is anybody hungry for rations? Food
I'd
stuff.
like some ale if you have it.
Let me look. He goes back. Yeah, we do. We did bring a supply. It's not a ton, but we've got some. So he comes back. You guys have your cup? Does anybody have cups with them, or do I need to?
I have a cup that says the Black Cat Inn, and I
hold it
out.
Hell yeah, I have a cup.
They gave it to me.
Gifted?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, they gifted it. Yeah. Okay.
What?
He
What a
pours-
judgmental attitude? You don't think I'm not good enough with my words, and they don't like me enough?
He pours
sorry.
the ale. Who all's getting ale? Of course
Never
you are.
again.
There it is. All right. How many mugs do you drink?
Probably like 4.
Just one? All right. You drink 4?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna
Been
need
a
you
rough
to make
day.
by your 3rd mug. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
15.
Oh no.
15. All right. You're holding it in. On your 4th mug, roll me another Constitution saving throw.
9.
Okay. You think that's probably a good stopping point before you get too far into it.
Is she super openly drunk?
Are you openly drunk? Or like how do you act when you are drunk?
Me?
Yes.
I'm not the same person. I am silly and goofy.
Ooh, so we can convince her to go to our tent.
That's one of the reasons that my character was not surprised by any chance that I woke up married, because I was like, that sums it up.
All right, so Vinyala has now transformed into Vinyala 2.0.
Vinyora, but yeah.
Vinyora, my bad. Oh, I'm mixing Vinyala and Vinyora. You guys have picked very similar names.
I'll look at Renequius and I'll be like,
I'm looking at the dwarf like, dwarf, come drink with me.
He's sitting. He's got a blanket over his head. He's sipping his mead. It's started to get dark out, and Emery does pull out his lute and start little like ding 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 ding, playing a small tune on it.
And just plop on the ground, and I'm just like,
I'm fighting the urge to go play with Emery or to see if I can make an extra 5 gold tonight. I look at Renequius. She's gonna be my decision maker, but she doesn't even know. But I just look at her and I'm like, looking at the Dragonborn, looking back to her, looking back at the Dragonborn, looking back to her.
What do you do, Renequius?
I don't know. I didn't know if we were gonna go to bed, so I'm like plopped next to I keep wanting to say Vendaya for some reason, like diagram. Venora. I'm plopped next to her, and I'm trying to like give her my honey.
I just look at her and I'm like, why are you white?
And then I look at her and go, why are you black?
You ask people why you're white! Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus.
You're white, but your sister? I think you said she was your sister. She's not white.
No, she's not white. But I didn't know my parents.
Keep talking. I'm gonna use the restroom.
So I don't really sure what color they were, but if I had to imagine, I'd imagine one of them was maybe red and one was white, and she came out orange.
That makes sense to me. I don't know. I can't think straight.
Were your parents black?
Parents black.
So my mother, we won't talk about my mother. My father's black.
Oh, did he leave you? Or I mean, where is he now? Do you guys
back at
live
home
together?
teaching some boys how to do stuff with sticks. I don't fucking know.
Oh. What about your mother? Is she doing okay?
We don't talk about mother.
We don't talk about mother.
We don't talk. Where is Little Man? I have not seen Little Man in a while. He starts fire. He puts on show, mocks me.
I'm still standing by the fire in a very heroic pose, just.
Oh, Darius, I couldn't see him beyond this stupid cape. Why you wear the cape?
I reach out and I grab her hand and I'm like, oh, you know, we have one more space in our tent. All of us, you know, like devil looking people.
Look, I am almost 8 feet tall. Between the 3 of us, it will get crowded.
Oh, but well, I think
they're
the
more
boys are
of
having
two-person
a boys'
tents.
night. You know, like they play with fire and I'm doing my best. What'd you say?
I'm giving you a thumbs up from across the room, like.
What'd you say, Eddie?
Oh, the tents are more of like 2-person sized tents.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said they were 3-person sized.
I
thought Sendra
that was
going
until the tree decided to go be part of the tree. So.
I see. Never mind then.
You'd be hard pressed to fit 3 people in a tent. You could probably do it. Like you can still try and convince her. Everybody is basically settled down for the evening. Tor comes up. Would anybody like to help take watch? We'll have 3 different shifts.
Did we bully the Dragonborn into sharing our tent with us, or did she say no?
Oh yes. So Venora, where are you sleeping for the evening?
I can't think straight. I already told them that it would be way too much for me to go in their tent because I was so big.
So you stumble over to the tent with Gavrik?
I don't even know where I'm going at this point. I'm kind of like wallowing in self-pity.
Gavrik, you see the Dragonborn drunkenly walking around.
Not to take advantage of a drunk person in their moment of dire expression, but I would be coaxing her to our tent.
Gavrik, you see this?
Yeah, I would see this, and I'd go over and be like, okay, this way, let's go. Let's go.
I cast message to Gavrik, and I'm just like, I thought you wanted an annulment. Oh wait, hold on, my fucking accent changed. I thought you wanted an annulment.
Yes, but she's drunk. She needs sleep. She needs.
Oh, my loving little husband, you take care of me.
Understandable.
You're cute.
If you change your mind. we have services. And I let him take her away.
Tor sees Caldrig. Yeah, I'm sorry, you said you were okay taking a watch?
Yeah, I'll take the first shift.
First watch. Alright, I will get the second watch. Anybody want to get the third one?
I'll take it. Oh.
The two of you. Alright. Thank you. Wonderful.
Oh. Alright.
I will retire for the evening then. Emery comes up and is like, I'll join you on your watch there, Caldrig.
Aye, suit yourself.
So everyone's going to bed. Go to our first watch. Caldrig, go ahead and roll me a perception check for your watch to see how much you are observing in the night. With advantage because Emery is helping you.
You want to roll again? You take the higher one?
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you roll again.
That's advantage. Advantage is you roll twice and take the higher of the two rolls. 6. Okay. It's quiet. It's dark. You hear the bugs and the fire and the wind rustling in the trees. You don't sense anything. It's just a nice quiet evening. Your watch time comes to an end. Do you wake up, Tor?
Yeah, I go and wake up.
All right,
first.
go in there. He is asleep. Him and Sandra are sharing a tent. He wakes up. Thank you. I'll do my watch this now. You guys go get some rest.
Yes. Good night.
Good night. So Tor, his watch comes and go. What?
He's not seeing shit.
He ain't seeing shit. Who volunteered for the? Oh yeah. So it was Gavrik and Renequius. So, after like 6 or so hours of sleeping, the both of you individually hear a rustling in your tent, and then Gavrik first, like, hey, wake up! It is your turn for watch.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I grab my staff and I walk out.
Okay, and then he goes over to Angel's tent. It is your turn for the watch.
5 more minutes.
I will let.
No, I'm up. I mean, I'm up. Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. He stumbles out of the tent and heads over to his, and he goes into the tent. All right, 2 of you are on watch. I need you both to roll me a perception check.
I think you're kind of sweet on that Dragonborn. You sure you want to get an annulment?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got an 18 on my perception though.
An 18. All right.
Got a 19.
A 19. All right.
Bam.
All right. About an hour into your watch, the 2 of you guys have conversed along, talking about just various things.
Talking about divorce. I'm on it. I'm on top of it. I want that 5. I want that 5 gold.
You hear a rustling in the trees behind you, a twig. You hear it. Fuck, shit. What do you do?
I'd go invest. I'd try to go investigate.
You're gonna. So are you gonna get up and go walk over there?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not stupid. I have my daggers at the ready and spells on my fingertips.
So Angel, you guys stay there. The 2 of you are the only ones that are awake. Gavrik is getting up from the fire. You start walking towards the noise.
Do you have dark vision? Can you see in the night?
You have dark vision, Gavrik, you do not. So you can see about 40 or so feet. It's very dim light.
That was a question I was asking her. I was like, hey, can you see in the night?
I do, with some fire proficiencies, and I get in front of the fire so it doesn't skew my line of sight, and I am looking in that way.
Do you, Gavrik, were you heading into the brush?
Yeah, I'm not really like walking into the brush as much as trying to look into the brush.
Oh, so you're just looking. Okay, so you're not walking over there. All right.
I would probably walk a little bit closer, but not all
roll me a perception check, Angel.
It was not that great. I just really wanted to convince this man to give me some gold. That's 6.
6. Lucky for you, I rolled a 5. You see a glint of light. It looks like a sword. There is something in the bush approaching you. How do you react?
Get back.
I'm gonna try to jump back after she says that.
At that moment, shit. All right, 2 arrows whiz towards you guys. One going for Angel, right over your head. The other one, Gavrik, hits you in the shoulder.
I
want you guys to position yourselves where you think you would be. So each person is
a tree
in their
right
tents.
here by my best buddy.
Who did my tent? I'm in my tent.
You're in your
Yeah, I'm in the tent right now.
And y'all, there's a tree right here. There's a very large tree right here. There is a tree over here. The
Am I
noise
supposed to
that
see
you
where you're pointing?
Yeah.
Alright.
I can see the pings, but I can't actually see like any of the characters or anything.
You can scroll in, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gavrick.
Yeah, if you scroll, it will pop up for some reason.
Yeah, I had to zoom out first and then
Okay,
figure out
now
where I was.
try pinging.
The two of you are over by the fire. You guys heard a noise off to this side. This is the person that you saw. You heard 2 arrows. And actually, you know, at this point, after the arrows were fired, this is when you see them. 2 more.
Oh.
You see the 3 of those people right there. One has a scimitar, that's the one that you saw. The other 2 are holding short bows. And everyone, let's do, that was a surprise round. So I want everybody to roll initiative. Unless they shout, nobody else hears this yet.
Okay.
I'll use my turn to shout.
So,
guys.
So I would have heard the scream.
If
I guess we gotta.
If Gavrick makes a noise when it hits him, we'll get to that here in a minute. Hold on.
I'm gonna hide in the tree.
You are the tree.
Kind of
I will be a
Yeah, you are.
surprise.
Be the tree.
Well, I mean, maybe they'll just think it's someone carved a face in the wood, you know?
Yeah, someone carved a face and titties into the wood. Yeah, that's.
Well,
that's...
you don't know what kind of weirdos are in this camp?
Plus,
What did everybody roll for their initiative? Kaylee.
15.
15.
I also rolled a 15.
Allie.
19.
Damn.
Maverick.
5.
5. Okay. James.
4.
4.
I'll be
Oh,
right
Becca,
back.
what'd you get?
I rolled a 9, but you said I got +2.
On your initiative, I believe so. Yes.
Yes. So 11.
11. Okay. Marg, you are going to have the first turn in this round. You saw that he took an arrow. How are you going to react? Everybody is still asleep except for the 2 of you.
We're just gonna balls to the walls it, and I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Okay. Remind me what that spell does.
Alright, let me read it out. A loud noise erupts from the point of your choice within range. Each character in the 10-foot radius sphere makes a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save and half on a successful. A construct has disadvantage.
You said
on
a 10-foot radius?
Yes, so I'm gonna, if I see the glint of their eyes, which I probably would see this dude.
Yeah, you see all 3 of those people right now.
I do. Okay, so I'm gonna aim it towards these 2 here. Let me see if I can make like a...
So see that circle that I'm controlling right now?
Okay, perfect. That's what I was going to do. I'm going for them. I'm going for them. Yeah.
All right.
So then you make me a con saving throw.
Constitution saving throw? All right.
Yes.
One of them rolled a 4, the other one rolled a natural 20. We'll say the 4 was the guy on the left who had the sword. The natural 20 is the guy with the...
Con save was 13, so one takes
fails
full
and
damage.
one succeeds. All right.
Right.
Roll your damage.
It's going to be 12 points of damage, so the one that saves takes 6.
Okay. 12 points of damage and 6 points of damage. So, first off, everybody in the camp, you guys hear a very loud banging noise. Not sexually. You are all immediately awoken. Maverick, or Gavrick and Angel, you guys both see this. There are 3 people in the woods. The man holding the scimitar, as you see this thunderous wave of energy explode out from where Marg pointed her finger, his eyes explode, his ears explode in blood, and he falls to the ground dead.
Damn.
The man next to him is knocked off his feet. He is bleeding from the ears. He is very much hurt, but he still manages to get up. You said he took 6 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On save.
The other man next to them, he looks like disturbed that is what just happened. That is your turn. The one dude is dead.
Hold on, I had a bonus action.
You have a bonus action. Real quick, I need to roll. Sorry, I need to roll damage on Gavrick because you did get hit.
That was relevant to my bonus action.
You take 4 points of piercing damage, Gavrick. There is an arrow in your shoulder. It hurts like a bitch.
Damn.
All right. With your bonus action?
With my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word, and I'm going to run over to Gavrick, and I'm going to give him precisely 6 points of healing. So if that heals him full, then
That'll heal
throw away
him
those
full.
full.
Yeah, he's
Right.
back up and running.
I'll give him. I'll cast him Healing Word, and I move over by him. I'm like, "Are you all right?"
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Brilliant. And I'm gonna move forward 2 points here because I'm trying to make a good impression so I can make 5 credits later, and that will end my turn.
Alright, that ends your turn. So, we get to Enyala and Venyora. Not confusing at all. Who has the higher dexterity? What is each of y'all's dexterity? So Enyala has a dexterity score of 12. What's your dexterity score?
10.
10. Okay, so Enyala, we'll do Venyora first since you're in the kitchen. So Venyora, but next round Enyala will go first.
Okay, I'd probably hear the
hear an explosion.
Screaming and the explosion, and with half of a hangover, I just get up for the moment and I go and grab my shield really fast and head out of the tent and try to go over to them.
You make your way out of the tent. You are running towards Gavrik. Now, from your perspective, you see a person over on the bridge, and then you see 2 people down there. One of them is dead. One of them is hurt. So you see 4 people, and Gavrik looks like he has an arrow, but the wound it's not bleeding anymore. So what do you do?
Probably would jump at the front of the fight with my shield ready.
All right, you see the 2 bandits over there. So you're gonna jump in front of. Well, actually, you have 30 feet of movement. You have enough to make it to Gavrik and then go 1 more square if you want. So you can place yourself behind Angel or on the other side of the fire. But yeah, that's about as far as you can go. You do have spells if you want to cast one, or you have your axe and shield. So yes, do you want to take any other actions, or do you just want to hold your position?
I'm looking at my spells. Hold on, because if Mark's in front of me, that's ideally I would like to give her a shield.
Okay, you want to do Shield of Faith on her?
Sure.
All right, you can cast that absolutely. Angel, you feel behind you. The Dragonborn has run up and rushed over to Gavrik. She has spoken an incantation, and then you feel a shimmering gold shield envelop your body and fade into you. You feel a little bit more protected. Your AC goes up by 2 points.
She is not the jealous type. Respect. All right, I'm good.
So that is going to bring us to red team. So there was one person over there off to the side. You guys would now see him as he starts to move up. He yells, "Everyone attack!"
Ooh.
You think maybe this is the ringleader, but from the brush, you see more people.
Shit.
Ah, no.
Fuck.
All right.
Damn it.
In total, including the one that you just killed, you see 9 people. They're all wearing face coverings. Some of them have swords, some of them have short bows. The one that yelled attack looks to be the ringleader. He's got a dagger in one hand and a sword in the other hand. So he's going to run up towards you and take the dash action to get right up in your face. The other one is going to position himself over here, and the third one is going to position himself also by the rocks. And these 2 both have arrows. They're going to open fire on... Oh, wow. They both roll. Okay. Well, they're both going to take shots at the person that they just watched kill one of their friends. So it's going to be 2...
Alright, no, Angel,
All right.
no.
What is your new AC?
No. Not the good shots.
My AC is 12.
With
Hold on,
the
let me
plus
triple.
2?
Hold on. Hold. Pause. Okay, I just need to make sure my armor was attached. Yes. AC is 12.
Yeah, your AC is 12, and then so your AC is 14 though with that shield that Vinyala gave you, correct?
Vinyora.
Oh, God.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
We're pretty easy to tell apart. I mean, come on.
One's a tree and the other.
Sorry, I forgot she gave me Shield of Faith.
One of the bolts flies towards you and impacts right into your thigh. You take another 4 points of damage. The other bolt is flying towards you, and it hits, but the golden shield grabs it and like reflects it off. You think that maybe that shield might have just saved your ass from a second bolt. So you take 4 points of piercing damage on that one.
Okay.
That's going to end their turn. which brings us up to Renequius.
Wait, I'm next. I thought I had the lowest roll.
Oh no, you rolled an 11. You are not the lowest.
No,
on the
I have the lowest.
It's actually Caldrig.
I was gonna say, yeah, I thought James rolled a higher one. Okay.
James rolled a 4.
Oh, you rolled a 4.
Never mind.
Did you roll a 4, James? Is that what you rolled for initiative?
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure I got that right.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, James will be going last.
So I guess I wake up.
You see a dude run past your tent. He's got like you're awake. You heard the screaming of attack. You hear arrows flying. You see a guy run past the front of your tent. He doesn't notice you're in the tent. So, as a rogue, you would know this. If you are hidden from the target, you do get advantage on the attack, which gives you sneak attack. Just keep that in mind.
So, am I in the tent or am I out of the tent then?
Currently, you are still in the tent until you move out of the tent.
Do I know like where everyone else is?
So right now, you can see Tor, Sendra, Gavrik, and this masked person who is right up in Gavrik's face. He doesn't see you though. He was focused on Gavrik.
Do I have spells, or I'm more of like?
So you have you have the psychic knives if you want to use those. You do have your daggers.
You got full knife. Yes, those are helpful. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll say probably your best move is to either grab your dagger or use your soul blades, and attack the guy in front of you based on the fact that you can see him there and he doesn't see you.
Yeah, I think I'll use my short sword then. I'll roll my d6. I'll be a sneaky little snake. Oh shit! Come on.
I would say the one benefit, if you really want it, of the soul knife is you can throw them and they don't waste time. But
yeah, you don't lose the knife when you throw them.
But yeah, you want to attack the guy?
Yes, I will.
So roll a attack. So roll a d20.
Oh, haha! I rolled a 1. Oh,
you roll a 1. Okay, all right.
Okay. So I don't hit him at all then. Okay.
On this round, so you rush out of the tent and accidentally trip on a branch. He notices, and you go to like swing for him, but like he dodges out of the way, and like, what? Fuck. So he's still got people on both sides of him, and you have now broken your stealth to attack him. If you want to attack him with advantage, you can still attack him next round with advantage because Gavrik is still there. But anybody else, you're gonna have to figure a way around that. So anyway.
I won't have the sneak attack advantage then, right? Or I will.
You will as long as I'm still within 5 feet of him.
Yeah.
Senpai?
Because he's got to defend Gavrik off of him.
Oh, okay.
So.
Not to backseat Rogue, but would she get a bonus action to throw another knife if she chooses?
Yes, you do have a bonus action if you want to throw another knife for lower damage. So you can do a psychic knife on this.
But if I did that, I would have to roll a d20 again, or would I just go off?
It's another attack. Yeah, anytime you attack, you gotta roll a d20.
Ah.
Yes.
I suppose I may as well. Okay. I will throw soul blades because I can't use my sword again, or can I?
Not on this first attack.
Oh, so you can only use one weapon for each attack?
For one action. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So then
you have to use a psychic blade for a bonus action because it's an offhand attack.
Now.
But am I technically engaged if he's engaged?
Well, you are in melee with him, so should he choose to attack you or whatever. All right, continue. You gonna attack him?
Well, I rolled a 17, so I do hit him.
That does hit him. Yes, that. So
yeah, I
hit
forgot
him,
I had that.
Roll a d4, and that'll be the psychic damage on him, and then roll 2 more d6 for sneak attack.
I got a 3 for
okay,
my
so
D6.
3 points of psychic damage, and then roll me 2 d6.
So I rolled the d6 before, and I got a 6.
Okay.
And my second one is a 2.
So 8 points of 3, 8. That's 11 points of damage.
Nice.
All right. So he looks like you got him, and it was more of the psychic damage. He clutches his head like, oh! He looks at you. He's not like about to go down, but you hit him. So.
Ooh.
Good job, sister.
Yeah, I did it, even though I tripped and fell the first time.
It's okay. It's okay. No one's gonna know.
I was sleepy. I'm sorry.
That's going to bring us to blue team. So the 3 bandits, it looks like 2 of them are equipped with scimitars. They are going to rush up and get into melee with Tor. But they don't actually have a chance to make an attack on him. The third one is going to move into position and fire a shot off at Sendra. So I'm going to roll. Okay. And he's going to miss. So that ends blue team's turn. Now we get to Gavrik. You're up.
So I saw that guy in front of me, so I'm gonna hit him with my staff.
You're gonna make a melee attack with your staff?
Yes.
All right.
Are the other? So how far is this guy up in the corner? Near the rock, in front of the rocks. How far would you say that is? I'm guessing that's more than 5 feet.
35 feet in the top right corner.
No. Just to the guy over to the what is that? Left and up.
So yeah, left. Oh, left and up. Nobody is farther than. There's only 2 people that are 35 feet away from you, and that's the guy over in the top right corner and the man down in the trees to the south. You want to attack the guy with your staff. Did you want to use your green flame blade spell when you attack him, or do you want to just hit him with your staff?
Then I will use my green blades of
flame.
Green blades of flame, yes, and hit him.
All right.
For that,
roll me an attack.
I got a 17.
All right, that is a hit.
What is it, D6, D8?
So with your staff, so roll a D6 and add 1.
I got a 5.
You got a 5, and then roll a 1d8 for fire damage.
I got a 3.
All right, so he takes 8 points of damage. That fucking bonked him. The fire, where are you gonna hit him?
I'm gonna hit him in the side of the head.
So you smack him with the side of the head. The fire like gets on his head. He's got his hair is like singed on the side of his head. He is pissed. He looks at the 2 of you, and he is mad. Anything else that you want to do?
Yeah, that's. I think that counts as a bonus action, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I think that's a main action.
It was an action, but fuck it, because I didn't realize that. We'll make it an action later. So later on, you'll have to cast an action. But for this, we'll just do the bonus. It'll take up your bonus action slot because I did not realize what I was doing. All right.
Okay.
But for future reference, it is an action to cast Green Flame Blade and ignite your blade. So anyway.
Got it. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay, so that leads us to Kaldreg. You get up. Hey. The halfling is next to like, what the fuck was that? What do you do? Outside of your tent right now, you do have a line of sight on Sendra and a bandit way far past her. And you can see a bandit next to her as well.
So I basically smack him awake or whatever, and I'm just like, it's a fight. I start coming out of the fence, or out of the camp, tent, whatever.
So you have 25 feet of motion. If you want to dash, you can take the dash action to get double that. You can move 5 squares right now. You can get up into melee with Sendra, and that's about the farthest you can get if that's the direction you want to run. That's the direction you see the enemies right now, looking outside of your tent.
Can he only melee?
I can move.
Well, he's got spells and stuff. He can do whatever he wants.
So now that I'm out, I can.
Now you can see the whole battlefield. You do see there's the man off in the forest to the right. Actually, what do you see right now? Yeah, you see pretty much everyone based off of the light from your dark. I believe you actually have dark vision, so you can see everyone in the area.
I want to cast Sacred Flame on this jabroni.
On that guy? All right. Yeah. Sacred Flame. Do they have to make a reaction, or do you roll for attack? So he's going to roll. He rolled a 3, so he does not make it. So you deal 1d8 radiant damage. So roll a d8.
5.
All right. He takes 5 points of damage. He looks pretty hurt, and pretty pissed off at you. So
good fucking.
So you do have Shield of Faith. You can actually you already cast a spell. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you can cast Shield of Faith should you choose.
If you see a squishy person, that's what you want to use it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on Gavrik.
On Gavrik. Okay. Gavrik, your AC goes up by 2. That's going to lead us to Emery's turn. He's going to make his way out here, get up next to you. He's going to look around, pull out his loot, and look at the man that you just cast the fire on. And he's like, "Fuck you! This is the first time in your life you've ever actually been hot, you ugly son of a bitch!" And he casts Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery!
See the wisdom saving throw. All right. The man looks insulted, but doesn't seem to take any damage that you can see from it. And so he's going to look. He's like, "Oh, well, that fucking didn't work." He's gonna clap you on the shoulder Caldrig, you can fucking do this. Let's get him. And he's going to give you inspiration. So for your next, so you have for the next 10 minutes, you have inspiration you can do on an attack roll, a saving throw, to increase your roll should you need it. So you can add a d6 to your rolls should you come across it or need to do it. That's gonna bring us back to the top of the round. That is Angel. You are up. What do you want to do?
Did I kill? You said I killed one of these guys. Which one
You killed the man with the scimitar on the left. The man with the crossbow on the right is looking pretty hurt.
Okay, so this guy is dead.
That guy is dead. Oh yeah, actually, let me.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use. Do I want to use this one? All right, I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers, and I'm gonna aim it at these two fucks because I'm prioritized on these guys over here. I'd like to think everyone else is capable. At least more capable than me. So right. I need them to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. All right. Either the two guys on the south?
Yep.
All right. One rolled a 6. One rolled an 11.
6 and 11, both of them fail.
They both fail. All right. What happens to these two poor bastards?
All right. They each get 19 points of psychic damage.
Okay. What do you say in your dissonant whispers to them?
I'd be like,
Do you just speak in like hellish tongue, like a tiefling or whatever?
Mumbling.
Yeah, it's like a discordant melody in their mind. So I'm gonna speak in Infernal because I just feel like Infernal is scarier to the feeble human brain, and it will translate to just go and die already. But it will be an Infernal, which is more like a German voice.
Venora, you see this. Gavrik, you kind of see this. The two of them both fall to their knees and they're grasping at their head like, ah! Like in absolute pain, bleeding from every orifice, and then they just fall to the ground. They're both dead.
Oh, lovely. So which two are these?
All of green team is dead.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Do you
I'm
still
the
have a bonus
bard
action?
Yeah, I'm the bard making money moves over here. So I'm gonna move over. Yeah, so it's a 5-foot arena space. So you guys are all my allies. So I'm gonna move over to this way because I see that this ringleader guy is over here, and I'm gonna.
The ringleader that you can tell based off of their appearance is the one that is next to Gavrik.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay, I fucks with that because also my sister is right there. So I'm gonna get up right.
All right.
I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna get a little bit out of melee range, so he has to really try to hit me. But I'm going to use Cutting Words, which will expend Bardic Inspiration. And I will, which I believe you use a 1d6, and that will take away from his attack roll next.
Oh, right, Cutting Words. All right. What do you say to him using your Cutting Words?
This battle's already lost. You better pick one somewhere else.
He looks over at you, and you were a little distracting. He just watched you kill 3 of his comrades. So, he's starting.
I have a very sinister look about my face, and it's not very flirtatious. It's very like you need to get the fuck out of here.
And you're a tiefling, and it. Roll me an intimidation check real quick, just for shits and giggles.
Just for spice too, I'm now facing the fire and my eyes are red, so they just glint with a little extra demonic fire.
Got that fiery glint going on.
Alright, you said intimidation?
Yeah.
That's oh no, that's a 21.
21?
Yeah, 16 plus 5.
That brings us to Tor is going to make a attack on him. 14. So he's going to hit. He deals a decent amount of damage to the dude between him and Sendra. Then he's going to use his bonus action to disengage and move over to this side and flank what looks like the leader now. So, all right, that'll be his turn. Now it's Enyala's turn.
Do they have they seen me in the tree yet? Do they know I'm?
They have not. You've been in the tree.
Can I come out and try to look intimidating?
Absolutely.
Before I cast a spell?
So you emanate out of the tree. We'll say this is a creepy enough sight for them. Roll an intimidation check. And I'm going to say it does take half of your movement to get out of the tree.
Okay.
Just for flavor, since you were, takes a moment to dislodge yourself.
What's my, initiative, what's my,
intimidation modifier?
Yeah.
+2.
15.
15. All right. Who are you trying to intimidate?
I'll go after the guy next to Sindra.
Okay.
I want I want to cast Moonbeam on them.
Good lord. The man next to Sendra, he sees you come out of the tree. He just got hit. He wasn't expecting this level of resistance, and so you cast Moonbeam. So
I don't like to be woken up.
So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sweet.
Which he did roll a natural 20, so he'll take half damage. Roll
okay.
2d10.
2d10. Which one is the 10?
It's the one that looks kind of like a Beyblade.
Oh, you're right. All right, I was looking at the numbers. 3.
3.
And then another one.
Another d10. Yeah, 2d10.
6.
6. So it's 9 points. So he takes 4 points of. He is looking fucked up, but he's not quite down.
I'll just settle back down into my normal cutesy tree form then.
Okay. All right.
After being a terrifying monster.
That man is pissing his pants. He is probably ready to run, if he even can. That brings us to Venora.
How close are the 3 in the back? The 2 blue and the red.
They're one of them is 20 feet away, one of them is 25 feet away.
Okay.
That dude's
Can
let's say, I don't think you have a line of sight because he's kind of behind the tent right now, that guy that's 35 feet away, but you can see everyone else.
Yeah. Can I cast Bane on those 3?
Yes. All right. So all 3 of them make charisma saving throws. The 2 blue dudes fail it, and the guy, the red dude, does not fail it. So all right, but they are baned.
Okay.
Would you like to move at all, or?
Can I do another spell?
No, unless it is a cantrip and a bonus action. But you still have your movement, so you can move wherever you want.
I'd just kind of assume that these 4 people have that one dude, so I'd probably move a little bit more towards like here to block everybody.
You're up next to the Piss Pants Man. He looks thoroughly terrified.
Piss Pants Man.
Okay, so that was your turn. That is going to bring us to Red Team. So, start with the ringleader. He was most recently attacked by you, Gavrik, and you hit him in the head. He's pretty much, his mind is set on you right now. Like, he's been burned, he's been pissed off. So he's going to make two scimitar attacks and a dagger attack using his full flurry of attacks on you. First attack misses, second attack misses. So the 2 scimitar attacks both miss. He tries to hit you with his dagger and rolls a natural 1. He is going to trip. He's a little set aback. Those were some shit fucking rolls right there. He's a little set aback.
These came not prepared at all.
By being surrounded by all these people. And he's going to trip and fall prone and waste his movement speed on his attempt at getting you.
He's surrounded by 4 people and trapped.
He starts to look around and realize that he might be kind of fucked.
Mike.
His companions are going to this guy's gonna try and like get up onto the rock. He slips and falls back down.
Oh no!
He wastes his turn. This guy right here is going to make a ranged attack at you, Renequius, just because you're the closest person that he can see. So 14 plus, does a 17 hit, Renequius? I think it does. I think your AC is not that high. Yeah, no, he hits. It's 13, so he's gonna hit you.
Yeah, I have light armor
with that attack.
Ooh.
All right, so you're going to take 4 points of piercing damage. So mark that off of your total.
Hit points? I'm at 15.
All right, that's going to conclude Red Team's turn. Next, we do have Becca. So you're up.
Ooh, haha.
This man is flanked on basically all sides. You will absolutely have advantage if you go to attack him.
Now, do I still have my my stealth then? I can use that too.
No, you don't need your stealth. He's flanked. If you attack him even on stealth, you're gonna get the sneak attack on him.
Oh, but I will. I guess that's what I was trying to ask.
Yeah, you're looking for sneak attack. You will get automatic sneak attack on this guy because he is flanked on almost all sides. He's distracted.
That adds +2, or that adds another roll?
That adds 2d6 if you make the attack.
2d6 if I do. Okay.
Wait, so I just want to clarify. Is this guy laying down too? Because it sounds like he slipped twice.
He wasted his movement he tried to get up the rock, fucking slipped, and then he fell back down. He's like, I'm just gonna stay here because I can't go anywhere because I'm slippery. So.
Okay. I'll try to use my short sword again.
All right, so roll
Because
an
I'm so
attack.
close. Ah, it was a 1 again! I just can't use this sword!
Well, it is floppy.
The ground,
Floppy sword.
the ground is a little muddy because of all the scuffling. Both you and that guy are slipping around. You kind of like stumble on your ass.
Oh my goodness.
You eat a little bit of shit, yeah.
I definitely do. I'm no longer
you
awake.
can use your
tiefling.
bonus attack to try and hit him with another psychic knife if you want.
I will. I'll do that.
All right, so roll another attack.
That was a 9. So
A 9?
I don't
All
really
right.
think.
So as
Okay.
as you're fumbling around, like you try and swing at him, and like you slip, it's like you throw your psychic dagger, but it goes up. You do see, or Enyala, actually you're in roughly that direction. Enyala, you see a little bird fall to the ground dead.
No!
I screech.
Oh, no. Okay, it died in its sleep.
You don't know.
No,
you don't know
it's
where
like
the
it's
because
nighttime.
it's a psychic dagger. It's invisible. You just see a bird die. You don't know how it died. And
Immediately starts crying.
How
Renequius,
could this happen?
you hear her scream, but you don't know why she screamed. So. All right, that'll end your turn unless you want to move. Moving will provoke an opportunity attack.
And move.
You
Oh,
got
the
movement,
staff
action, and
thing is
bonus action. However, if you do move because you didn't use the disengage.
I'll just stay.
Yeah,
I think someone else will probably get
you're
a good
probably
hit on him.
fine right where you're at.
Yeah, I'll stay.
He's still mad at me.
All right, so that ends her turn. It's gonna go to blue team. This dude is going to drop his weapon and kind of like fall on his ass and back up. And he's like, please don't kill me, please. And he's going to back up. That provokes an opportunity attack from Venora and Sendra. Sendra is going to look at him with pity. Venora, do you want to attack him and use your reaction?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Roll. So it's a melee attack. You can't use a spell, but
Okay.
you can hit him with your axe. So should you so choose.
Showed you.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So roll a d20.
12.
12, which hits. Yeah, that'll hit him. So roll damage.
Yeah, well, it counts as the mace plus 4, I think.
He's dead. He had 1 hit point, and any damage you deal. How do you want to kill this poor bastard as he's backing away from you?
You know me.
Dip, potato chip.
You describe how you want to kill him.
Right in the skull, man. I want to ram that axe right into his skull.
You turn his head
Howard.
into a head OC, like from The Last of Us, those creatures that have their heads just kind of split open.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you see that gray matter just kind of spew out, and he is done. That's his turn. The other guy right next to him is still a little pissed off. He's not been hurt yet, so he's going to attack you with his... Oh, wait, no. He's going to move up next to you. Yeah, because he's got a scimitar. And make a scimitar attack at you. It's a 7. So he misses. You bring up your shield and parry him. That's going to be his turn. This guy over here, he's still in the moonbeam on his turn. He needs to roll another Constitution saving throw, which is a 7, which fails. So roll 2d10 damage.
Burn. 4 and 3.
4 and 3. All right. The dude off in the forest just explodes into flame. Like there's a bright blue light that comes down on his body, and he is just done.
Return to the earth.
That man.
I love this scary catchphrase of yours.
I'm just Enyala.
Okay, that will end blue team's turn and most of blue team. Yeah, they're not looking so great. That leaves us with Gavrik.
Firebolt is a cantrip, right? I'm not
Firebolt
mistaken.
is a cantrip, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to use green flame blade for my main thingy thing. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna hit the guy that's actively on the ground in front of me. Just like an over the head downward strike.
Just another wailing on that dude. So make a melee attack.
That's at a d20, right?
D20 plus your well, this makes it a melee spell attack, so plus your melee spell attack bonus, which is a 5.
I got a 17 plus the 5. So
oh, you fucking hit him. All right.
And then I think it's what is it? A D6.
One d6 plus 1 bludgeoning, and then also the fire damage as well.
So a 6 plus that 1, and then what was the 1?
You rolled a 6 on the d6?
Yeah, on the d6. No,
Okay.
I rolled a 5 on the d6.
5. Oh, so which makes it 6. All right, and then the fire damage, add that there. But the first creature takes the 1d8 fire damage.
Oh, 1d8. Okay.
Yeah. So the 6 that you rolled plus 1d8 of fire damage.
Gotcha. I got a 2.
Some of the audio for the rest of this fight was lost, so to conclude, the remaining lower-level bandits were eviscerated by the party. At one point, Inyala threw an ice knife spell across the campsite at one of the bandits. However, Tor, being in the path, was unable to dodge, and the knife instead struck him. It shattered outward, hitting everyone in the middle of the camp and dealing more damage to the party than any of the bandits could themselves. One of the bandits ran away and was chased down by Renequius. She caught up to him and killed him before he could escape. With all but the leader taken care of, Kaldrick and Inyala realized the bandit leader was the one they had met in the alleyway the prior night. This concludes the game, and the party will pick up from there in the next session.